Mario Party.
I'm like, I have to go over here.
Mini game.
Oh,
but like, it's not that good. Like, you could just
but he's a good character,
bro. But like Kendra Jungle, like she's not good, but like
Kendra Jungle. She's so good.
She's so good. She's so fucking good.
I almost called you the gay F word, dude.
Good thing I've been recorded. Welcome to the Context Sensitive Podcast. Episode 2. Chase calls Chris the gay F word.
Oh, Randy, why, dude? What a way to start
This
off.
episode, we'll be talking about the baby.
The fluffy Ethan hair.
Oh yeah, true.
Oh, dude, your hair is longer.
Ethan's bringing back the pompadour.
Oh no, that's gonna sound terrible, dude.
Yeah.
That is gonna sound terrible.
I'm sorry for all the viewers at home. No, I'm not.
You can probably hear Ethan's lice running around.
Oh god.
That's completely fair. It's balanced.
It is, bro.
Almost like Draven.
What?
What is your deal?
Bringing back the conversation.
Bro, speaking of Draven, bro, do y'all still watch Tyler 1?
Bringing around the conversation. Let's talk about something else.
Oh,
There we go.
right.
There we
League
go.
of Legends equals death penalty.
Yep.
I gotta forget.
No one likes that
In
game.
the state of California, you can't.
You guys
do
ever-
anything.
You guys ever heard of Overwatch?
Sadly.
I hate that game.
What's
so
Overwatch?
What do you mean? You have like 400 plus
Explain to
hours
me.
in it.
On
Explain to
accident, dude.
Explain to me, a video game virgin, what Overwatch is, Chase.
Dude, it is a video game.
What?
Okay, so Guilty Gear.
Right, yeah.
It's like Guilty Gear if it was really bad.
But Guilty Gear's a fighting game.
Yeah?
Yeah, Guilty Gear is like the coolest game ever made.
What's the
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
what's the correlation?
Actually, you said that it sucked and it was poo-poo ass.
Who said that?
You did.
Dude, what if Daisuke hears that?
I hope
Who?
it was.
Who is that?
I don't know. I was trying to make up a name.
Daisuke?
Did it sound like you made the game?
Is that me? Am I
It kind of
Japanese?
did. I was like, that's Japanese enough
Okay,
to be a
we'll
dude
go
who
with
made a
that.
video game.
Daisuke?
Yeah.
Dice is gay.
No, no.
Oh my god.
You
Ruined
can't, say,
it.
you can't say gay on the podcast.
It means happy. Ask a Christian.
That is true. It does mean happy.
Speak-
And that's how I knew that's how you were gonna segue it. All right, get it out
That's
of the
like
way.
in my English class, we were literally reading Macbeth, and me and Bryson Shepard somehow linked it back to Shrek.
You know what? Speaking of English class, that's way better than the Christian thing.
No, I actually want
ain't
to
got
hear the
anything. I
Christian
just don't
thing.
want
Do
him
you
to
know
hear
all
the,
of it
I just
about
don't want him to
Christian?
tell the Christian thing.
I know a good portion of it.
Or
'cause
do you know
there's
what
no
happened
couple of updates.
Recently?
Yeah.
Okay, well then say it, man.
Go for it.
Okay, so
Go for
like
it.
basically, something came out recently about Christian. Don't mock me, I'll kill you, Dom.
What? Tell your story. I'm not doing anything.
It's not my story, man. This is
in the back.
His story.
This is his story. This is Chris' story. Alright, man.
If you ever say that again, I swear
What do
to
you
God.
think they call it? It's Christorians.
Christorian.
Christory?
They call it that. I'm not.
I
he calls it
understand,
that.
I understand that.
Because he's an
He sounds like a self-centered asshole.
He is.
Okay, I don't know Christian because I don't want to know
Okay.
Christian.
There's good.
What?
But yeah,
Your name's
basically,
Chris.
I know, but I'm not Christian.
He did the hard R word to
Really?
his mom. Yes, because she said no.
To his mommy?
Yes,
Oh.
Like, did they confirm that? Because you said that, but
because he got arrested. When he got arrested, he finally got arrested. At first, he was detained, but then he finally got arrested on grounds of incest.
I thought you meant he
wow,
said
okay.
the N word to her.
not even for the hard R, for the grounds of incest. Like,
In
really?
the state of
Well,
Virginia,
yeah.
in the state of Virginia, it is a class 5 felony.
Wait, he
Yeah.
lives in Virginia?
Yes.
What?
Yeah, I know,
Time to
right?
move.
Mhm. He's actually really close to
I'm
it.
telling you,
we
only
should've
weird
voted
people live
We need
here.
to kind of censor that now.
What?
Why
Why do they care to... Dude, Virginia's a big state.
Full of 3 people.
Yeah, but a lot
One
of
of
people
them
know
being
where
Christian.
Yeah, I was about to
Christian
say.
lives, so
The rest of us don't exist.
yeah, no, it's just Christian. Virginia's just Christian.
Yeah.
I don't even know who the guy is.
Don't censor that. Don't be a pussy.
Okay.
You're gonna have to
Censor...
censor what he just.
Randy told me.
That's
He's
the one
like,
I posted
bro.
about.
Also, our good friend Harley. I mean, this is. We'll get back on the Christian thing here in a few seconds.
No, we won't.
But our friend, Harley, he said that we were all talking over each other too much. And you know what? Fuck
Hey Ethan,
you,
how about
Harley.
you just be quiet? How about that?
Okay.
This is just to get on.
We're just joking, Harley.
Yeah, no,
We're
this is just to get on Harley's nerves. I'm talking over everyone the entire
he's
podcast.
talking
Yeah,
over-
This is how we're gonna do it the entire time.
Dude,
Actually,
Is
let's
Harley-
try not to do that.
Is
Wait.
Harley the guy who said fake and gay on the
Yeah,
comment?
that's him.
Yeah.
He's the first comment.
Speaking of that, it just reminded me. Gavin was like, he's like, y'all didn't even introduce yourself. Like, who's who? You just say each other's names randomly. Which, like, I didn't even think
Well, if we
about
wanna
that,
do
and also
that,
I didn't think
we
about
wanna
it better
do
that
that.
I don't want
much.
to do
But
that.
go ahead. Chase, go ahead.
No, we'll go with Ethan
My name's
first.
Chase.
His name is Chase. Anyway, let's keep going.
I was gonna say go with Ethan first because he said he didn't want
We're
to
actually
do it.
live
Oh, yeah,
with
true.
Christian right now.
Okay, don't let him talk. Ethan, go ahead.
I'm Ethan.
That's Ethan. I'm Chris. No, I'm joking.
No.
No.
You're acting really silly right now, guys. You fooled everyone for
We
a
do
good
a little
solid
trolling,
5
okay?
seconds.
Okay.
No, but seriously, I'm Dom.
I'm Chris.
His real name's
I'm your-
Dominic. He's lying. His name's
Yeah,
Dominic.
I'm the
I gotta
token
censor that
Mexican.
now.
Oh my
Whoa,
God.
you guys call me Randy?
I call you Randy.
Okay, well my name's Randy.
Well, I call him Chase too.
Randall Chase.
Yeah, Ethan calls me Chase because he's normal. These guys are freaks.
I'll
What?
call you Randy.
You said I was the one that did the
I
Randy
don't
thing.
usually call you Randy.
You call me Randy a lot.
Do I really?
We were playing Rocket League and I was winning like 12-1 against Chris and he kept
No.
Dude, you laughing makes it seem not real.
I'm not even.
Randy!
I'm not even gonna argue that because it just sounds like I'm standing up for myself and it was an actual close game, but you know.
It wasn't.
It
I'll
wasn't.
vouch for Chris.
It wasn't. I absolutely.
Randy got
whooped
his
Chase's
axles
booty.
broke.
Can't even do like an out of touch.
Dude, back to Chris Chan.
Oh yeah, I forgot about
Oh,
that.
yeah. That
Oh, I
was
wasn't
too
even.
much,
I wasn't
yeah.
like trying to go.
No, that's it. That's the big news.
What'd you say?
What?
You say the R word?
Oh.
No.
Better censor. What's the timestamp? What's the
He
timestamp?
didn't say
It
it.
says retard.
Timestamp.
No!
It's all right. Nobody. From what I checked in the channel,
No one listens
no one
this
watches this past 3 minutes and 40 seconds. So we're good.
That's fair.
Yeah,
That's fair.
that is fair. The first
So,
one was way too
thanks
long.
all
Yeah, no, that
Our
one was
bad.
way
friends
too
who
long.
watch.
At 1 hour, just cut us off, dude. Just turn off the
Yeah,
mic.
just be like, hey, listen, cut. Like,
Honestly, if we make it like 10 minutes long, do you think anyone will watch it?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
even if we probably made it. Like
But that's like
30
the average like
I
YouTube
think
video.
30
length.
minutes longer, they'd watch it way more.
Just
15 to
kidding.
30
We're
minutes.
making it longer because
We're gonna go 5 hours this time.
Whoa, I don't know about that. Randy has to work.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
You guys have to work tomorrow, don't you?
I don't.
Yeah, I do. I do.
I do not actually.
My name is
I'm on
Randy.
vacation.
I work tomorrow,
Nice.
so I have to ruin a whole.
His name's not Randy. You're confusing everybody.
His
My
name
name
Okay,
is-
everyone, for the 3 people who actually listen to this. Dom, speak.
Okay.
Okay, Ethan, speak. Ethan. Okay, fair enough. Chase,
My
say
name's
something.
Chris.
That's Chase. I'm Chris, the token Mexican.
He's Chase.
He's brown. You probably can hear
I
it in
get
his
it.
voice.
No, you can't hear it in this.
Really?
Yeah, no. I mean, I can say you a funny looking gringo ese, but that's about it. Like
He's brown.
That's racist.
He's brown in my head.
gringo means, gringo means white boy.
Really?
Yeah,
Means white boy on the beat.
and ese means homeboy. Like
You couldn't
What
see it,
means
but Ethan
Mexican
just
boy?
nay-nayed for 3
No, I
minutes.
did.
He
Mexican
just
boy.
now stopped.
I've been nay-naying as soon as this podcast started.
Bro,
he
I-
has, yeah, no.
I was gonna say I love that joke so much. Just like customer asks, we got something in the back, walk
I
back
just
into the
go
back.
there and nay-nay for 10
Nay-nay
minutes.
for 3 minutes. Come out, no, we
We
ain't got it.
Oh goodness.
Oh boy.
Pringles cans.
Yeah.
Pringles.
What? No, but I thought
Okay, Pringles cans. Are we not going to talk about how they need to invent a bigger Pringles can, like a
Okay.
wider Pringles can?
Listen, bro. Bo Burnham. Bo
Burnham
Burnham made that
Burnham.
skit like 10 years ago.
Did he really?
Yeah, remember? I can't fit my hand inside a Pringles can.
I
For
honestly,
hours
I
at a
completely
time.
forgot about
What?
that.
No, it's not drink.
I completely forgot about that.
Okay, so for everybody listening, all 3 of you, and Harley, love you. Ethan's obsessed with Dream for like no
It's true.
reason. I don't know why.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
He listens.
His music?
I listened to his song the other day and like my life has been changed. For
Oh, I fucked up the joke. I was gonna be like, he sucks his dick for hours at a time. Chris jokes to death.
I'm just trying to drink my Baja Blast.
Baja Blast. We're not sponsored.
I'm sponsored.
It's not Mountain Dew. It's actually Mountain Holly
Mountain Holler.
or Mountain Water, I should say.
Actually, yeah, it is.
Yeah, we'll go with that, right?
When you live in bumfuck nowhere like we do, you have to drink only off-brand things. Even the restaurants serve them.
Getting high in the crib, drinking Dr. Bob,
I'm
eating cat cod.
Oh goodness.
so glad you remember that, the off-brand song. God, that's so good.
Speaking of like, you said cat cod. I just associated that to Kit Kat.
Right,
The
it's
different
That's what it
flavor is that what it is?
Yeah, that's
Okay.
the joke.
Anyway, the different flavored Kit Kats. I was at Walmart the other day and I found a Fruity Pebble Kit Kat.
Oh.
That thing was so
Fruity
good.
Pebble?
My favorite is the key lime pie. I love the key lime pie Kit Kat.
I like green tea.
Yeah,
green,
no.
Green tea is
Green
so
tea is
good.
amazing. Peppermint one that they used to do wasn't bad.
There was
the
one.
mix-
There's a
the-
birthday cake one.
Yeah, that one's really good.
Did I
Yeah,
let you try that?
yeah, you did actually. Yeah, but I thought about just ordering like 6 cases of the key lime pie and not the birthday cake, but the Fruity Pebble one, just because.
That just reminded me of the peach tea icebreakers that you used to give us.
Oh.
Oh my!
I have my box. I don't have any in it.
Icebreaker sponsor us.
Sponsor us.
Dude, Fruity Pebbles ice cream
They're not a
tastes
company.
just like Fruity Pebbles. How's that possible? Then the little lab doing the little science. Elon Musk in his little lab building up the.
I think they
Elon
just kinda
Musk
pour
makes
Fruity
the ice
Pebbles
cream?
in.
I don't know if that's possible.
I mean, he could. If you can put a car in space, surely you can make ice cream.
Do you know cheese?
So can you make it taste like Fruity Pebbles? Exactly.
I mean, I'm sure it's. Elon
They
Musk.
did.
He has Elon Musk has the money to just throw.
Well, it just
away.
depends on if they cheap out on it or not.
That is true.
They didn't cheap out.
Do they use real Fruity Pebbles? Or
I don't know, bro.
Did they use Fruity Pebbles or
I say
Dynamites?
fruity
Like,
pebbles like it's like grows on trees. Like they use real fruity pebbles. Like,
Real factory made.
real fat. You know the
Do you know the chemicals? That
the rice or
that's
corn
making me
cereal that they make
imbalanced?
it out of. Yeah, that grew on a tree. You know, like.
For real.
oh god!
Chicken Dr. Perky.
Ethan's just gonna slowly sing that song that the whole
Oh,
podcast.
my goodness.
They can't copyright us if he does. He just has to
Because it's
spread it
not
out.
real.
I like your
And I'm
Joker
not
You have to do
voice.
it in like 3-second intervals.
All right, everybody, shut up. We got a random skit going on. All right, remember when we mentioned this before? We were like, haha, random skits.
It's over.
We're doing a fake Eric Andre. All right, skit number 1. Take 1, timestamp it, remember it.
No.
Don't. It doesn't matter. I know we talked about this before, but if you cloned yourself but a female version, would you have sex with yourself?
Chase, you go first on this because
Yeah.
I like.
You're the one who
comment
brought
on
it up.
Wait, what did I say earlier? I said would I be pretty? That was my.
Yeah.
I
And
said
I
he's
said, yeah.
already pretty, so
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, see, they're very nice to me. But yeah, I would.
See, I would go into an in-depth like analysis.
Oh,
and
I
examination.
said if Chris was a girl, but he acted like Chris, that would be the perfect woman. But it would be me, not Chris. I should have just said me.
So you're like, you want a woman that looks like Chris?
If a woman was like me, but was a woman, I think that'd be pretty
So
cool.
if like Chris,
If Christian was a girl,
if Chris,
it's,
He is.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that is a weird thing.
what?
Well, you're throwing off my hypothetical. Shut up about Chris
Man.
Chan. If you
Okay.
made a female clone of yourself,
Yes.
would you have sex with
That's
it?
my
Yeah,
answer.
no thought whatsoever. Yes. Just a straight up yes?
Just speaking on like, if anyone remembers the Snapchat filter where you could turn yourself into a boy or a girl, whichever gender you were at the time, I decided to do it one day and see what I would look like as a girl.
I
No,
think we all did.
Chris,
Like,
it's
it-
wrong.
I would not.
It's wrong. You would be beautiful.
No,
I believe
do not
it.
look
What if
like
it
a
was
girl.
scientifically made to make you pretty?
I mean,
What if it was scientifically made to make you an emo goth cowgirl?
y'all alternative.
Oh, y'all alternative. Oh, I get
You
the
get
joke.
it now? Yeah.
It's
okay.
like y'all, like a
Can you
cowboy.
hand me my sweepie?
You're
What?
sleepy.
Hey, honey, can you hand me my sweepie?
No, I'll throw it at you.
I told you to quench your thirst before we started.
You can't keep me locked up forever, Dom. I need to go.
I've done.
Face into the mic.
What about you?
Yeah.
Me?
Yeah.
No. Don't.
Wait, no?
No, of course. No. If I made a female clone of myself, no way. I'd be way too
morally
freaked
wrong.
out.
Yeah, no.
It's
Not even morally, dude. It just would just freak
What
me
if you just
out.
looked like your twin? But a twin sister.
No.
And she wasn't related.
No.
And she wasn't related to you. And she was
No,
really hot.
the moment you used the
And
word
she had the same
sister.
humor as you.
Just to like interrupt, would you do it with your other friends though if they were female?
No, wait, that's weird.
Randy's
Right, if they had a
yes.
clone- I mean,
No,
what?
listen.
If they had a
Yes.
clone-
But
If they had a clone though, like you were still you, but they had a clone version, like a female clone version of you.
Dude, what if the real version died?
In Zanzibar?
I don't like that joke.
thank you. Finally calling Ethan out on that joke.
It's not me. Jared does it.
Well, yeah, but now you've
Yeah.
adopted it, and
It's
Jared hasn't said it in forever.
Chase. Oh, I thought you died in Zanzibar.
But no, if there was a female
Dude.
version clone of me, no, I would
I
not have
think
sex
a
with.
clone version of Chase.
Yes, absolutely.
Like, you're joking about that, though.
No, that doesn't bother me
Dude.
at all.
There's a female clone version of me. Yeah.
No,
Oh my goodness.
probably not.
Is it just because you know Ethan way
No,
better?
it's just like I'd kill it so I can take out all of like my pent up rage against Ethan over the years, and then be like perfect friends with him. I'm joking. I'm joking.
I don't even know why I'm like angry at you. Like it's exactly what I expected, but it's like, fuck you.
Oh my goodness.
But no, yeah. If there's a female like Chris
Dude,
Chase, yeah,
you're
probably.
way weirder, dude.
What do you
Doing
mean?
yourself is doing your girl
But
self.
like the thing, it's
That would freak me out, dude.
Because it's like
That would freak you out,
Like
but
if I was doing like a female Chris, I wouldn't.
no,
Because
man.
that's Chris. Like
Hey, man.
I love you, Chris.
I
You're my
love you.
friend.
I love you
but
too.
I love you as a friend. If it's just a female,
You don't love
version
me
of
as your boyfriend? What the fuck, man?
boyfriend,
It's kinda
straight
messed
girl,
up.
Maybe.
Shit, fair enough.
Dude, if it was a girl who had the same personality as one of you guys, dude, if it looked too close to you, I couldn't, man. Wait.
Well, I mean, it's a clone, so it would look like.
Okay,
I
I
would-
would. You got
really
me.
It
that
wouldn't be
You got
as
me, man.
morally wrong.
Dude, you got
If
me.
it's a clone though, like
Yes to both.
if it was like an exact clone, like if I looked at Dom and I like picture another Dom but with a vagina, I'm just like,
Dude,
I would keep
No.
the balls on.
okay, Chase.
This was just Randy's way of coming out of the closet and saying he'll have sex with me.
Yeah, that's about it.
What?
Wasn't even a skit. This isn't even a podcast. You've been busted, Randy. Now get over here.
Jennifer walked in. Wait, dude, I feel like I can talk about Jennifer if it's like 40 minutes into the podcast because she wouldn't listen that
It's
far.
not 40 minutes.
Is she asleep?
No.
Oh, we can get her in
How
here.
late did they
I'm
stay?
asleep.
Jesus.
Pretty late for
Oh, fair enough.
oldish people.
They're middle aged.
What? Don't say that.
How old is she?
50.
They're both they're close to. Well, my dad's over his 60s, but my mom is like 2 years from her 60s.
Okay, so yeah, okay.
So close.
She looks 20.
Can the crib?
Randy thinks so. I don't. I don't know how you like just because
You
she has
don't look
short
at your
hair.
mom and think, oh yeah, she's pretty,
You
No.
know, that's a normal thing.
or like you just in the way
Like, you
Chase
love-
is
you-
looking at
Like
it.
you could be
You
be
can
nice.
you can look at your parent. You can look at your mom and be like, yeah, you're pretty. You know.
Like
know.
you dress nice, like something like that. But like
I look like mom. I can look me personally. I can comfortably look at my mom and be like, yes, you're a pretty woman. But I can't be like Chase here and just have an obsession
Oh,
with
wow.
moms.
Dude, if my mom was as hot as your mom, I'd be like, dude, you're pretty hot. Dude.
what? Wait, no, dude. We're not transitioning that one.
I don't think I actually
Explain.
could. Yeah, I probably couldn't.
I was
but,
about to say.
But you got a pretty mother.
You say
You
that.
got a pretty mouth.
You're a
But-
handsome woman.
Handsome.
Handsome woman,
You're a
bro.
My
Chris
God.
handsome woman.
Chris Chanson.
Ooh.
And back on that.
Chris
Oh, boy.
Chanson.
No,
What you just said?
The whole podcast just keeps going
Did
back
you like
to it.
that?
It was,
No, I didn't.
did you
I
have a
hate
question
that.
about it? I thought you looked
Just
over
didn't
it.
What, the
like
Chris
that.
Chan thing? No.
I thought you had one. Okay.
No, I just really didn't want us to talk about the Chris Chan thing, but I knew it was going to
Well,
have to happen because it's so...
interesting because it's like the biggest development in his history.
Which is,
I mean, even if you don't like, learning about Christianity or anything like that, which is fair. I mean, no one likes learning about
right,
it.
because it's
It's
cringe.
just interesting as hell, dude.
Is the merch happening?
Does he have merch?
Oh yeah, according to him, did I already say this? I feel like I
No.
already
No,
said
you
it.
haven't said this yet.
Okay. Well, I said it to you guys earlier, but he claimed when they were putting him in the police car, he looked up at the people who were live streaming him because they went to visit him because they're like, hey, you can live with us, like while you're living in the motel because they wanted to be a part of Christery.
Yeah.
And he shouted out, it was like, the dimensional merge is happening right now as he's being put in the... And he turns to the cop and he says, you know how Batman, you like Batman? So he's going to be coming. He's coming.
What?
He turns to the cop, he's like trying to he's like, okay, get in the car.
So he is just insane. Like, just straight insane.
Yes.
Okay.
You think I was lying?
No.
He thought the dimensional merge was happening. He
Well, you
thinks
just
it's real.
suddenly, like, said that. I did not know that he'd
He
said
thought-
that.
The thing is that he thought about the dimensional merge.
Well, yeah, I know he
Year-
was the
like a
one
year
that
or
said
two
that
ago,
stuff.
And he thought it was happening.
Where
For a while,
Sonichu's
he
gonna
thought-
open a portal and he's gonna come into the earth.
For a while.
These two were talking so much about Chris Chan. Me and Chase are like, I don't know who this man is.
I don't really know who
No,
he
Chris-
is that much
Chase
either.
knows-
I
Chase
want to
knows
learn
than
more
me.
about him. I saw that thing, and then I know like a little bit about him.
What was I saying?
The merch.
Yes, he was for a year on Twitter. He thought he was Sonichu, so he would constantly address to himself in the third person.
Randy Spears. Yeah, there it is.
Oh my
Clean that up.
It's true. For a year on Twitter, and like just in general, he'd be like, "Hi, it's me, Sonichu, filling in for Christina."
Christina.
Oh god. I
Oh
keep-
my
I
goodness.
keep
Yeah,
forgetting.
yeah.
It's such a thing. It's such a beautiful story, and this is how it's ending.
And Randy's over there laughing.
I'm
I think
okay
that's
with
funny.
the ending.
No, I am too. It's just I never like believe it or not, someone who is kind of like devoted to like learning about this.
Mhm.
I had no idea it would end like this.
Yeah.
Like, this is like insane. Like I thought he had more. Like I thought he was still above sanity.
Yeah.
And he was like just kind of maybe luring people along more for laughs and money.
Yeah.
But no, apparently he really did incest.
I mean, it is really sad.
It's.
Also, I had
It's
no idea
Virginia,
that was
so-
such like a high like felony in Virginia until
Oh,
Ethan
yeah,
said
no,
that.
it's-
I'm so happy it is though.
But the weird thing is, they're so lenient on who it is because you can literally have like incest
If
with
it's
your
mother
second
son,
cousin.
it's fine.
Yeah, no, yeah. I'm just saying, like it could be, if it's close, it's bad. But like in Virginia, your second cousin, you can marry them. Like
Oh yeah, that is true.
it's weird.
Like once it passes like at least second cousin,
No, it's
like
literally
okay.
the second cousin. You can
Oh,
marry
okay.
your second cousin. I think that's what it is.
We've talked about this before.
Chase,
You look
no.
way too happy about that, Randy. You got something you want to admit? You got a hot cousin or something?
Top 10 cousins, Sam, Randy.
Actually,
Alex.
Taylor,
Just call him
my
Sam.
first cousin,
Sandy.
Oh,
she's pretty hot, dude.
your first cousin?
I'm gonna
Taylor.
just cover that mouth for
Wait a
you.
You want me to censor all this?
No,
She'll listen to it.
yeah,
You know who you are.
don't censor that.
Go ahead. make a love letter to her right now.
I know where she lives. I will. I'll drop it off at her house, bro. And
No, I mean,
That didn't sound sketchy
like
at
say
all.
it.
Oh,
say
right
it.
now?
Yeah, like a
No,
confession.
that's to get
No,
from
we
the
want to
heart.
hear it.
No, I have to like think about it.
Okay, think about it.
I thought,
She
you,
is-
you were, I thought you were over women. Right?
I've only seen her one time in
Yeah,
my
for real. I
life.
thought you were over women.
Yeah, I thought you
It's
were
like-
moving on to harder stuff like men.
What?
I mean, I get it. I get it.
That was a good
That's
one.
kind of gay, but I got you.
That was gay. You can call him the gay F word now.
Whoopsie daisies.
I love making Ethan's job harder and making him censor things.
Oh, it's great.
Yeah.
Dude, don't even censor anything.
No, please.
Leave it
don't
in.
Say it, don't say it.
Leave
I
just
mean,
one
from the bottom
in and
of
be like, oops,
No.
I forgot one
From the
again.
bottom of
Censor
my
the one
My
part.
the last four of my social is.
Well, it's kind of pointless for you to censor him now when you forgot one, and we just pointed
Well,
out the
if they-
fact that you forgot
if
one.
they know it.
Well, considering it's gonna-
if 3 people who are gonna watch it.
Considering
Already knows.
the last podcast, I listened to that part, and it was literally just like 10 seconds of just.
Yeah, no, that was bad. So we won't do that again at least
Yeah.
because that was ear rape. The infinite, like, just us screaming it over and over again. You're like, I have to censor all of that.
Yeah, no, it was literally just 10 seconds of.
I really wish you replaced it, like, with the ant, which is like redacted. Like really, like.
Well, since I know a bit more about editing now,
Dude, you
I can
can-
probably
True,
do that.
yeah.
You can replace it with just you like singing a song. Dude, do the.
Here I go again on my own.
You guys go do the jaw thing together.
No,
We're not doing that.
That one's a
We're not
good
The
doing that.
balls in your jaws.
Oh,
Oh no, Randy.
This man's
You evil mastermind.
Oh my goodness.
It's catchy.
like every
I mean, it
podcast
kinda is
who
catchy.
uses it with a big recording label.
That's like
It
a
was
smosh.
Good stuff, buddy.
That one Ethan dude, he can
That was
sing,
some
bro.
good
Like,
stuff.
Yeah. No.
Dude, I just can't get over.
Can't stop.
can't stop.
He stopped. Okay.
He stopped.
I just can't get over, like, ever since we named this thing context sensitive, at the most random times now, I'll just start doing a Conquer impression.
Yeah.
Like, I'll be like, just like talking to Ethan, and like, he'll say something, I'm like, that's kind of funny, actually. Because he talks with like a weird lisp, but it's like so
Yeah.
easy to mimic.
Yeah.
He's
I
like,
get it.
I
Context
get it, it's like context sensitive. He's so funny. I love that game, in all honesty. Brisby. That game is so... I know that you watched us play it, and you're like, it's so slow, because like, I get it. That game
Why?
came
Why
out
did you do
years
that
ago.
voice for me?
What do you mean?
You did a weird voice.
What do you mean?
You made me
Because it's
sound
a-
silly.
It's a
Huh?
straw man.
Did I?
Because you suck.
Yeah, you said like
This is gonna ruin friendships. Like,
Wait,
That was
what do you
messed
mean?
up.
What?
you did a funny voice
Like
for
to
me.
press the B button?
No, when you said when you said like
That was me.
What?
when you said that like I said the game was slow. You did a funny voice for me.
Yeah, I was like, because
You're a
what
funny
do
man.
you mean? I didn't do
You
a
made
funny
me sound
voice.
silly. Yes,
No,
you
I
did.
didn't.
Yes, you
You're
did.
just like, really good.
That's even more me. Dude, it's recorded.
Okay, I'll play it back. It didn't happen.
Yeah.
Ray.
it-
Okay.
What's timestamp? What's timestamp?
Timestamp.
24 minutes. 20.
It's 24.
Is he lying about that?
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
Dude,
Questionable.
I'll find it. I'll find it.
But no,
straight.
seriously, I
Keep
swear.
talking, bro. Keep
Because you were like, the game goes slow. And I was like, no. I mean, it does. Yeah, that's the whole point of it. But,
I don't know if it's the whole point or if it's just the game design for back in what year
Well,
was
I
that
mean,
made?
I don't think it's slow at all.
19. When did Conquer
Well,
first
late
come out?
90s.
Because it was remastered in like 2000.
Like you see so many games now.
3, 2, yeah, something like that.
You see so many games now that are like they're so fast paced. You know, like
I mean, it was made by the same people that made Banjo. If you
Well,
ever played
platform-
Banjo, it's slightly
Any
like
platformer or
clunky.
collectathon game, it's gonna be slow.
Well, yeah, but it's just like that game. Just sitting there watching you guys play it, it just felt so
That's just
like
because I was
was
dying
on-
a lot.
Yeah.
it was just so aggravating, almost to a point watching how slow that game.
Dude, I think
Yeah.
it was the slow, like playing the games, whatever, but just all the dialogue. If the dialogue didn't suck so bad, then like it'd be okay.
I honestly thought it was kind
I
of
thought
funny,
It's supposed to be
Proud.
funny.
but like it
There's
was
no
kind
way.
of.
Mr. Developer.
It was
Chase
kind
is
of
gonna
difficult
be-
to
fast.
Chase is gonna do like one of those old like.
Bro, are you gonna be
2000s.
like the new angry video game?
Yeah, he's
dude?
gonna be like the irate gamer. Why would they say that in video game? That is so cringe.
I'm gonna break my monster, man. I
I'm
swear.
going to break my monitor. I
This game
swear.
is a piece of fucking shit ass balls. Honestly,
That's another thing I always
That
get
shit
Ethan
look fun.
for.
Slams the headset down. He's like,
hate a shitload of fuck, a whole lot of balls. This game is pretty good.
It's a compliment.
Wow, I never came this hard from playing this game.
I really hope you're quoting somebody.
No, that's just what they all sound like.
Oh,
yeah,
fair
no,
enough.
that's
Fair
true.
enough.
That's why I always get on to Ethan for liking like the angry video game nerd because he's always like, it's a bunch of doo doo poopy doo doo.
That's only
Like,
because he's doing that like on purpose.
I know, but still.
If you watch Board James, like he's a completely different
Who?
person. That's his other. It's like his other series he's got on Angry Video Game Nerd where he like reviews board games.
Yeah.
But
Speaking of people who review games, I'm gonna do my best the Rad Brad impression. Okay,
Oh,
it's
God.
really good actually. Here it is.
fuck.
You ruined it. You ruined Chris's bit.
No, that's the whole Rad Brad impression.
I kind of like him. I
Yeah,
haven't watched
yeah.
him in years.
Does he just
though.
not talk or something?
Is he dead?
He's
Most-
very good at.
He's
not
very good at
talking.
he's very good at like walkthroughs and playthroughs of games. He's just really like don't get me wrong. I'm not. If I know you're not going to watch this, you know, whatever. But if you ever come across this podcast, the Rad Brad with like however
3
many million
subscribers.
subscribers.
6 million.
Yeah, no. If you ever come across
No,
this
that's
and you hear me
more than that.
absolutely like.
We're not making fun.
Yeah,
of
we're
him.
not making fun of you at all. It's just you make really good videos. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, no. I loved you as a
Satire.
kid, but
Fuck
yeah.
you, Brad. Brad.
If that is your real name.
If that's your real
What kind of
name.
piece of shit name is that? Honestly, guys, I could come up with a better game name.
Do it now, right now.
Yeah.
The Cringe.
I was gonna be like, bro,
The cringe, Brad.
The cringeony.
that's like a
The Rad
YouTube
Brad.
channel.
More like the Cringe Brad. This guy sucks.
I was so hoping you were gonna say Vibe Hive.
More like the context sensitive podcast. What a look fuck.
Oh, whoa. That's what we need. We need like a dude who just sits in the corner and like when we say something not funny, you just hear him like, that's not funny.
There you go. Now you're,
Hey,
thinking, now you're thinking early channel awesome reviews.
That's a good
exactly
job
what
for
they
Gavin.
do. That's
What?
exactly
Gavin
what they
could
do.
do that really
Gavin.
well.
Yeah, no.
He's such a judgment. No, I'm joking.
Love you, Gavin.
You said you watched an hour of our podcast. I checked the view count. All right, I know the analytics.
No, he did call him out on that. We were like talking like at
He's
work,
like, "I watched
and he was
the
like,
whole
"Yeah, dude,
thing."
I watched the whole thing." And Ethan immediately went, "No, you fucking didn't!" Like,
Everyone went
it's
past,
so
like, 3
fat.
minutes,
Yeah,
like-
he's like the only
Because
the
there's
furthest
on the
anybody's gone is
analytics, like,
3
there's
minutes.
literally a huge cuts like in the middle of the videos
Yeah.
where people watch it. And
Yeah.
I'm like, nobody watched this whole
Well,
thing through.
Gavin does that
It's
all
a
the
2.5
time, and you
hour
call him out, and he goes,
Still.
"Well," and then like the truth comes out.
It's no offense to Gavin. I don't
No, I
know.
love
The
Gavin.
first podcast was 2.5
Why
hours.
don't you on
so-
here, Gavin?
True.
So that was
Yeah, we'll have you on here one day,
We'll suck
Gavin.
your pee-pee on
We'll do
our-
like a fake.
Whoa.
We will.
Fair enough,
We'll do
but
like a
no.
fake Critical Role thing when you get on here. Live stream or Dungeons and Dragons. thing.
Okay, but I gotta copyright my character first.
Oh God! Can I get into that real quick? I know you
Yes.
all, you two, Randy, Chris, you don't really know much about this, but Critical Role is a live streamed. I think it's live. I don't know if he just
Yeah, it's
pre-records
live
it.
streamed.
He live. Matthew Mercer's on it usually. He does the
I thought he's
Dungeon
the
Master.
host.
I think he's the host. I don't know if
He's
he
the
like
DM,
owns
he's
the
the
thing.
host.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but I don't know if he's
he's the
always the
host.
DM.
Matthew Mercer's on. Who's that?
That's the guy who voices like McCree and people like that. Very
Oh,
famous
yeah,
voice
yeah, yeah.
actor.
Well,
You guys have talked about him around me.
Jack Cooper, English Jotaro for
Yeah.
JoJo's, but one of the people that he had on there, don't remember her name. She
Stupid bitch number one.
whoa.
Okay,
No,
she
I
was.
I don't like what she did, but like I won't attack her personally. But
That wasn't a personal attack. She's a stupid bitch one.
Jesus.
Anyway.
We want to talk about Gavin being
Yeah, no,
judgmental,
but what she did to get to Ethan's reasoning for that was... Oh, shots fired in the room. Oh.
I think I want to do this podcast.
Yeah, you do.
Little
Don't lie.
hot
You know
here.
I love you. I was joking.
Dude, what happened?
You always do this every episode. You make fun of me, you belittle me in front
Hey,
of
Ethan.
But pretty much, she just made a character, and her D&D character was like a plot twist to like its entirety. Because like she made like
a generic plot twist of that.
I mean, most of them
It's a
are.
really cool idea, but people are going to
She
do
made
it.
a paladin who are like they like worship God, use God energy to like God energy. I don't really know how to describe it, but like she had the idea. She's like, but it worships like an evil entity. So instead of all like how all paladins are like
holy clerics.
yeah, like the best people ever. Like they see like a child being murdered by like a bear, and they just jump in there and slay that bear and raise her as their own. Like that. She was like, no, I want to make like a chaotic, like evil, like character. And people who were like posting online about their like D&D characters, like they'd make like self-portraits of them. They'd look really good, and then they'd be like, yeah, no, but I'm an evil paladin. And they'd be like, shout out to whatever her name was, or some of them wouldn't because not everybody gives credit. She was suing those people.
Oh wow.
Like trying to sue them and get a lawyer involved
That is-
for money. Being
that's-
like, I want to copyright my character.
That's the most stereotypical Jew thing you can do.
I know.
What?
Whoa.
What I said wasn't that bad because she is a stupid bitch, but you can't say that.
Oh, that's fair. Yeah, no, you can censor that.
But no, that had me heated. I mean, I came across it on TikTok of a
Yeah.
guy like telling a joke. And he's like, "We're not using this joke to tell a story, are we?" He's like, "No, of course not." And I was like, "Okay, I'm interested," and scrolled through the comments. And then I found that out, and I was like, "Oh, are you kidding me?" And then I looked into it, and I really wish she would not go that route because that's not.
She's a horrible person for doing it, and I do not have any pity.
I think Critical Role is like famous voice actors and actresses on
Yeah.
there, so I'd have to look up who she is exactly. But yeah, no, like she did that, and then the best part about it is the whole Dungeons and Dragons community immediately was like, "That's stupid."
Mm-hmm.
And I'm pretty sure Wizards of the Coast was like, "You cannot copyright a character."
Yeah.
Wizard of the Coast?
Yeah, that's who made
Yeah,
Dungeons and
that's-
Dragons. Wizards of the Coast.
Yeah.
I made him King's Isle.
What?
They made Wizard 101 because they were
Oh, that's
wizards.
what you're thinking.
Next transition.
How much money did you spend on that game?
Dude, I had a
Whoa. Did you actually spend money on
like
it?
$1 billion. It was
No.
$20 every day for like 3 years.
Are you
straight.
kidding
Wait, you
me?
Yeah,
actually
dude.
played Wizard 101?
Yeah, I
Your mom
killed
gave you
Malister.
permission?
You remember Kingslayer
Yeah, bro.
22?
Huh?
Kingslayer 22.
That was you?
Yeah!
Oh my gosh!
I'm lying!
No, yeah, okay. I had a girlfriend on there, bro. It was
Oh, you had one of those.
We
Yeah,
had-
try to rekindle your love with her.
Dude, I don't know where she is. I haven't
Okay.
played it
She
forever.
didn't tell you her address and social security number?
No, she was like 22 and I was like
Bro,
12
that
years
just gave me
old.
like
Whoa!
the
It's
best.
even better.
Yeah, and you couldn't like type bad words.
Are you
in
so
there,
hyped over it?
and we used to like have sex. But you can't type like cum.
You're lying. You're
No,
lying.
I'm not. I'm really not.
You've never seen
Hands
this before.
on the Bible, bro. I'm not lying. And
Oh,
literally,
rip out
I will go
get
a Bible.
since I was 12 or whatever, like 11, I don't know how old I
You
was.
were
Is
very
Wizard
sexually
101 still a
active.
thing?
Yeah, bro. I
Oh,
need,
yeah,
to, I need to get
definitely. I
back
didn't
into
know.
it. But literally, you couldn't say like bad words or anything. So like you can't say like
Humping.
cum. Yeah, so it's like
Oh.
COME. It's like, dude, baby, I'm gonna come. It's so bad.
Where are you going?
But I was every time she wanted to hang out.
Come
After a while, I got like upset because I was like, dude, I need to go like to this raid, bro. I got stuff to do today. She's like, no, let's hang out at the house. And I'm like, dude,
Bro, Randy was living in Sword Art Online before it was a thing.
How are you always getting bitches even in the virtual world at
For
12?
real? Okay, time out. This man, Chase, he pulls so many women.
that's not even
Amen.
true.
That is true.
What?
You don't know that? I literally
I don't
just
know that.
confessed my love to you.
But I'm just saying, this man Chase pulls so many
Oh, it's
women,
crazy.
but he blows them off like it's nothing, and I have so
He
much
blows
respect for that.
What the heck are you talking about? Bro? I didn't get women.
Bull.
What do you mean bull?
Dude. BS.
I have
Every
female-
day I went into school, like my sophomore, junior year,
Handshake.
Chase was with like 3 or 4 women at the same time.
Female friends.
Sure, buddy. Sure.
They have female
Every single
friends.
one of them blatantly admitted to me that they had a crush on you.
Dude, what the freak? Nobody told me
You
that.
just now telling him that?
No, you never told me that either, bro.
I kind of figured you knew because they were literally on you like this.
Bro,
like,
I was on Randy like that. What do you mean?
Dude, I knew.
Yeah, but you had a girlfriend at that time, so you couldn't really
yeah.
confess your love
Gay
to
little
Chase at that
stupid
point, you know?
girlfriend, bro.
No, remember I walked over to you. I was like, Randy, you should put my coat on. It'd be pretty cool. And then you did that cute little pose where you did.
Yeah,
like, the
I was
thing.
like, we should do. Dude, I was taking pictures.
I have the
of
picture
Ethan.
saved.
Guys, just so you know, they are not actually gay.
No, God, no.
What?
As far as you know.
no.
All right, conspiracy theory time. Is Randy gay?
No.
So that's why you guys are in the
Scratches
bathroom for a
big
really
chin,
long time. I
looks
got
at
you.
chest.
When?
He could be gay.
Oh,
Dude,
okay.
if a dude was a girl,
I thought you knew
I'd
for
be
a
gay.
second. If who was
What?
it? Wait,
If a
what?
dude was a girl,
If a dude was a girl,
if a
You'd
dude
be
was
gay?
a girl,
that kind of makes
for that girl, for a guy.
Hey,
If
what?
the dude was a girl, though,
Wait, say that again.
so say Dom,
Eight
say
of our podcasts.
say like you
like,
like
listeners
go
have
back
just
to
had a
birth, then you come out a girl, and,
Okay.
you're really funny,
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
And
shout
hot
out
and
to
sexy.
Wait, are you saying I'm not
hot and sexy and freaky, dude.
Actually, shout out.
freak? Wait, why do I have to be freaky? Bro, you're just like building your own girl right now. What are you
Has
envisioning
to
right
have
now?
bright blue eyes, dude.
Okay.
You got small feet. You got
What?
nice little.
What? Oh, I got-
Chase is just like, this ain't build a bear, this build a bitch. Like, shout out Bella Porch for that little.
Oh, fuck off.
Yeah, no, that song.
Hey, Bella.
Wait, what?
That song. You
She's
ain't
that-
heard that TikTok song?
What's the
Well,
song?
She's that
it's literally
stupid bitch
called.
who, like, nodded at the camera, like.
Yeah, no. She was the one that was literally just
I
like.
still have
doing
no
this.
idea what you.
Said his last name.
Oh.
Censor that. Trevor. This man was absolutely obsessed with Bella Porch. I would be sitting at an Xbox Live party and he would literally just be. I could tell he was scrolling through Bella Porch videos. It was
I
just
hate,
constant.
I hate that.
I don't know who that is.
I hate
You
her
want
videos.
I'll show you
'Cause,
after.
like,
Yeah, show me after.
She's pretty. She's just not my type.
she's just so annoying. Like, I saw that video everywhere on Instagram, and it was.
I mean, that's just
pissed
how,
me
like-
off.
That's how TikTok is. Like,
yeah, like famous
TikTok people are.
TikTokers are like what's her
How do
face?
people-
Charlie something.
Charlie D'Amelio.
So, like, I
Is
really,
that what her name
Yeah.
was? Yeah.
I really want to know the appeal to TikTok. Like,
I think it just
like,
it appealed to.
You have to use it for
Yeah.
a long
You
time,
have
and
to
then
get to know what you like,
I mean,
and then
like,
it
for
gets
the
good.
average person who isn't like into stuff, like they just look at it like, oh, little girl dancing.
What
like,
the
I don't-
freak?
Whoa.
Why is that in your feed?
Well, that does make sense because Charlotte D'Amelio, when she first got famous on TikTok, she was 16,
Yeah.
which no one
It's just-
believed.
It's just kids dancing for the most part. Like if you're talking about like
Yeah. When
you
the
first
ones
start,
that get
yeah.
millions of views.
But people
Yeah.
do like that for some reason.
Literally,
I
there-
don't get it.
there
I
was a
really- I don't
dude-
get the appeal.
There was
I
a dude who made a parody of like he made parodies of videos that got like millions of views, and it's literally him sitting on a tree stump, voicing over a song, and it gets like 5.7 million likes, and it's ridiculous.
It's so stupid.
Yeah, I know.
You know what else I hate? There's that one video of that girl who's making a smoothie. Avocado
Sponsor me. Yeah,
Yeah.
no.
They can't sponsor me.
Avocados from Mexico.
Oh.
Did you just give away your last name?
Sure,
Next
we'll go with that.
Avocados? No,
Chris,
but
Chris from that's it.
that video kills me though, because like I saw the original because the original got like 10 million
The one with
likes.
the girl making fun of her.
No, not even no, just the girl making that smoothie and be like trying to make a Susie. I made a smoothie. Because I saw the original and I was like, this is the cringiest shit I've ever seen in my life. And then I immediately scrolled down. It was that dude's reaction to it. She goes, avocado sponsor me. And he's like, they can't do that. It's not a corporation. Like he's like holding back, like either killing himself or
Yeah.
crying. And she's like, oops, I dropped it. And he's like, you're so silly. Like he's at to die. And she's like, oh, time for an apple. Oh, I didn't slice it. He's like, yeah, you need to slice it. Like he's breaking down.
Speaking of TikTokers, there's this. He's not a small TikToker. He's fairly big.
I think I know who you're
Well, his
talking
name
about.
is no.
How much does he
This
weigh?
is a dude that I followed since like the first day I got TikTok, or like not the first day, but like the first week. 'Cause, you
Yeah.
know, algorithms. But his name on TikTok is called Uncle Dayton,
Oh.
and I'm big into like vehicles and stuff and cars just in general. And his my favorite series that he did on like quotations did on TikTok was Hicklations. You know, like I'm trying to remember one. Like there was one really funny one.
It's like fake like quotes of the Bible.
Yeah,
but, like,
no, it was
yeah.
like Hicklations 18:6 or something like
yeah, I know
that.
what you're talking about.
And it was There was one that was really funny. I'll have to think of it.
Because they have like the ghetto version of those, and those are hilarious. Yeah. I was literally avoiding saying it, but thanks, Ethan. Redacted.
What's his name?
I forgot.
No.
Oh.
I didn't think
And here we
Futurations. Yeah, future.
and here we thought Ethan was gonna go a whole podcast without that
We
word
need to
coming out.
like just have a word counter of how many times he says that.
I think
Well,
it's
the
only
original
three-
podcast was like 5.
I think it was only like 3 or 4.
It was 2.
Mm,
I think it's 3 actually.
Randy counted. I remember at the end of it, and you were like, "Oh, only 5 slips."
The thing is, my mic volume was so bad, I had to go, like, I had to censor
Yeah.
whenever someone went, whoa, and I was like, okay, I don't know what I said, but alright.
I think that's kind of how you listen for it. It's just we were just like, whoa.
There was one that I didn't even say anything, and Chase just looked at me, and he's like, oh, you gotta censor that, and I was like,
Oh yeah, I remember that.
I like
Did
did
it, yeah.
censor that.
And he was like, "Censor what?"
Like, dude, stop saying that. You guys censor that.
Redacted.
R-word.
We get XQC on the
Different
podcast.
R-word.
Oh, okay, no. Well,
No,
I don't know.
no, we're not
I
getting-
despise that guy in all honesty, but like it'd probably be funny because the whole time, like the moment he'd open his mouth before he even said anything, we'd all go "wow" and like start rapidly clapping our hands.
Did you see how fast he clapped? What the?
What are you talking about, man? You can't actually do it. You can mimic it, but you can't like actually.
Dude,
It's all a mirage, Randy. I'm not real,
Dude,
man. Take
I'm
your
just being
schizo. Whoa.
anyways,
But no, don't. Why'd you even mention XQC?
off of your Baja Blast, bro.
You're gonna have to censor that
Dude,
one.
censor it all. I made it seem worse.
Could we,
Just just cut that little section out.
Yeah, more work
maybe,
for Ethan.
Maybe me and Chase share Baja Blast later.
He's
Dude,
doing
mine's
the
empty.
funny finger tip.
Todoroki.
Oh, okay.
Oreo.
We already mentioned that one, didn't we? No, we've talked about that before.
Well, we didn't really mention. I brought it up, and I was like, that's crazy.
Yeah, right.
Everyone here has at least watched a little bit of Naruto or has seen it on social media, right?
Oh yeah.
Favorite character, go.
Randy, no, you start that one off.
That's hard.
That's impossible to
Yeah.
answer, dude.
There's like
Um,
90 characters.
I have mine.
And I
Just
was-
because I'll
Yeah, I
think
feel
it's
like, dude, Hinata is a good choice, dude. Hinata.
Well,
She
okay,
doesn't do
we'll
much.
break this down. Favorite of the main characters.
Mhm.
So Team 7.
Mm,
Favorite baddie.
Are we going like Kakashi, Naruto,
Yes,
Sakura? Okay.
original Team 7. So
Okay.
we'll do original Team 7 favorite, and
oh,
then
that's hard.
Are we doing
Well,
like Teenage Team 7 or just in general?
just in
Okay.
general, like even like up to board.
Because I was going to say Sasuke was a little bitch when he was a teenager.
Then we'll do like best
What's wrong with you?
best women.
Why is it?
Oh, there's so many different categories we can break this in. Okay, but favorite of the Team 7, best woman, best side-ish character, and then favorite Akatsuki member. We'll do that.
I don't
I'd
know
say
the
that's the
Akatsuki
Oh,
members.
you
I
don't.
don't know. I don't know how to
either.
separate them.
Oh, you don't. Well, I mean,
I just
you like
know
hit
that-
on. Yeah.
Only because you told me I had a little bit in common, which is kind of an
All right,
insult because
Chase,
apparently it's like the
you go.
worst one.
He's
It-
not the worst.
So is it out of Naruto, Sasuke,
So, out of the
Sakura,
Team 7 and then
Kakashi,
Kakashi.
Yeah, the main
Yamato,
Kakashi.
and Sai?
Kakashi.
Yeah, you can throw Yamato and
Yeah,
Sai
that's
in there
fair.
too.
Well, no one fucking cares.
Exactly.
Yamato
That's what I'm
and Sai.
saying. You throw him in there. 'cause no
Um,
one's gonna answer that.
Not Kakashi.
Probably. Not Kakashi? Who else would
No.
you choose?
Dude, I'm thinking Naruto, dude.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
Ethan does not like Naruto as a character.
Well, I'm
really.
sure he changes later on, but since I've only finished like that,
Have you gotten into shipping it at all?
I have. And he's changed a little bit. He's changed a little
He
bit.
changes a lot. in
Yeah, he
shipping.
changes drastically in the first episode.
But like so far, like before, I was like, oh my god, if he talks one more time, like it got that bad. I was like,
Yeah,
I don't
no,
know if
he
I'm-
was like the
He does
timeline really it shows a lot of growth. Like I said, Sakura was a little.
No, it
different.
does.
Not
Like,
Sakura,
I watched
Sasuke.
like
Both of them, but
I've watched like 3 episodes of Shippuden, and I can tell that like he's somewhat different, but I don't like how it shatters it immediately with Sakura hitting him because I was hoping that Sakura would change. Because I hate Sakura.
No, she doesn't until Boruto.
women
It's
don't
sad.
change. Like
It's true. They just
Well.
expect men to change.
All right, Chris, who's
Real
yours
sex.
then?
He always has
oh,
to have one.
mine, Team 7.
Yeah,
We're just doing that first.
Yeah.
Kakashi. I love
definitely Kakashi.
Right.
I mean, he's just like
He's that perfect dad character.
I was literally about to say
like,
that. Like he's just dad,
He's just the man.
dad energy.
Honestly, he's almost a runner-up for my favorite character.
Yeah, no,
He
like
would literally watch Naruto and Sasuke beat the living shit out of each other and just be like, yeah, you're doing good.
get in there.
Hey, don't do that.
Yeah, pretty much.
Sorry, but you're a little bit
But what
late
was
to put that
the-
to the test.
Have you seen the bells, right? When they the training for the bells. That was
Yeah.
my favorite one.
Honestly, I
When
saw
should I
them
tell
shipping them because they do.
Yeah, the
when should I tell
rematch.
them?
If you watch
What
that
should I
back,
tell
bro,
them?
if you watch back the bell thing, it's kind of lame, dude. I remember it being so cool. If you watch it back, it's kind of
The
Well, I mean,
first
it's just
bell
a-
or the rematch bell?
the rematch, man.
I mean,
I thought it was cool just because it was like, oh.
how fast they
Yeah,
whoop
but if you-
Kakashi,
if you
actually.
watch it
But
back,
that's only
man.
because you've seen a whole lot more of Shippuden and you know that the
True.
fight scenes get better.
That's true.
They
It's just
do.
showing off. At least it's like a teaser. It's like it's a little strip tease.
That was
of
another
how
thing
good
I was
they
gonna
got.
say. Like, what was your favorite fight in the show? But Ethan's hasn't seen like
Probably Naruto and Sasuke from that.
That was
Because
the-
like that's
the final battle.
That
of
was
Naruto
definitely the
and Sasuke.
best fight in
like what
Naruto.
else would be like in all of that.
Bro.
Like,
Two of the
there's
most
nothing-
powerful
I'm just saying, the
characters
Rock
in the
Lee
show.
versus
Even the one-
Gaara.
Even the one in like
Yes.
near the beginning where it's like Gaara versus Naruto, that one was kind of lame. I mean, it was cool.
Oh,
but
when they
like-
both went into like their tailed
Yeah,
beasts and
yeah,
no,
I
that
was
wasn't
like-
that cool.
I thought, what was
Oh, I
his
meant
name?
like
Gamabunta,
Naruto.
when he turned
Oh.
into the Nine Tails, bro.
Wait,
Oh
they do it
my
again?
god, that's fast.
no,
Alright.
in the original.
Sorry to get y'all off topic again.
Yeah.
Don't go. Favorite character.
From Team 7?
Yeah, Team 7.
Okay, I know Chris is gonna hate me from this, but it is Sasuke.
No, I'm not. I'm not
Right.
gonna hate you. I'm just
I
saying.
know,
like, he was
but-
a little bitch.
Sasuke?
Yes, by
Not
a lot.
Kakashi, but you love Kakashi.
I do love Kakashi, but
Everybody
Kakashi's
loves Kakashi.
Kakashi's character development is power scaling and not like character development. Sasuke gets both simultaneously. He gets insanely strong,
I don't feel like he.
And he
But
grows
also
up
at the same time.
He's
Yeah.
kind of super bipolar.
but I mean,
later, though.
Ethan hasn't
In
got
the
to that.
teenage years,
Ethan
yes.
hasn't got to that part yet, so I can't
guess
really
if you're
say
talking
that.
About, are you talking about like? Well, you're talking about like early days then. If you're saying favorite Team 7 member,
Yeah, just in general. Yeah, no, it's still Sasuke.
like even in the early. Wow.
Yes. Well,
He
it's
was a
it's just
little
because like
cockeyed.
He was a cock gobbler, but he was badass.
it's just the way he like
I didn't
introduces
think he was
himself.
badass at all. Like it didn't even.
Dude,
feel
he
like
didn't.
he pulled what's the thing he does?
Right, no, that's what I was
No,
going to
like-
mention. Like, when they do the original Bell training, it's just Naruto spamming shadow clones and failing, Sakura doing nothing, and he's the first one to just be like, bitch, and just, like, whip out, like, a fireball out of nowhere. And that's when you're like, they can do that? Like, even at that age?
Yeah.
Like, that's what's, like, crazy that, like, he
They can
actually...
read a scroll and just be like,
Yeah.
fireball jutsu.
No,
Yeah,
for
no.
one, I mean, for one reason, I don't like Sasuke that much. But for
Right.
another, I felt like he didn't have any power development. Because, like, you constantly saw him fighting, and it's like nothing happened.
But he like when
I
he
mean,
got
like,
Chidori
yeah, it's
and
supposed to be like
Yeah,
I mean,
all-skill
Ethan,
fights.
and
But,
not
like, every...
not to roast you at all, but you know, Sasuke's really fast and you're kind of slow.
Whoa, that's pointless, right? Real life to an anime? No, I'm just saying, no, he definitely has power, like, scaling.
What are you...
I don't know. I don't get it.
I don't either. I guess I am slow.
He's like, you're slow.
That's like a Sonic
You're
insult.
big stupid.
It's like an insult.
That's basically
Like,
what I was saying.
it's like something out of Sonic Adventure. Well, I'm fast and you're slow.
Sonic Chew, bro.
Oh god, but no, he does have insanely like power scaling because he starts out and it's like
And
he can
the
do
Sharingan,
fireballs.
too.
Yeah,
Getting
Hear
the
me out.
Chun-Li.
When you saw him fighting, he would constantly lose. Okay.
yeah. The
Sasuke?
first,
Like he never.
He was a kid.
yeah, the first time. Oh yeah, he
Yeah,
lost
wait,
to
Sasuke?
everybody.
But Naruto always won afterwards.
Wait,
Yeah.
Sasuke?
But the thing is, if you're talking about power scaling,
'Cause
if
you got-
you wanted to say that, I mean,
That's
I
because
just- I
Kid
don't-
Naruto beats Kid controversial maybe. Kid Naruto beats Kid Sasuke.
Yeah.
Like part
Yeah,
one
obviously.
definitely beats him.
But like, I just don't feel like I felt any development. Sure, he learns his Chidori, but it doesn't feel like he.
Well,
does
he gets-
anything.
Like he learns Chidori, he unlocks his Sharingan, learns how to use it, learns
But
how
he
to
doesn't
control
do
his
anything with the
chakra.
Sharingan then.
Really?
I never saw him do anything.
Well, they don't.
Like, if I remember correctly, I don't remember him doing anything. He was like, "Okay, I see them," and that's it.
That's
all.
what the
Sharingan
Sharingan
I know,
does. Yeah.
But that's the thing. It's like he never really used it to his advantage. It felt like in those fights. It just
I
seemed like
guess
It's
he was
all
always just using
yeah, it's just
Okay.
automatic.
helping him.
Ethan, what's your favorite team?
Kakashi.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah.
Oh, he did. Oh, no.
Yeah. No, he agreed
My
with
bad.
you
My bad.
when you said that.
Who was the next one?
Favorite woman. is
Yeah,
what
favorite
I was
woman in Naruto.
Oh, it's hard.
Dude, Hanada, bro. Holy fruit, bro.
saying. Shake my hand on that one.
If
'cause
we're
I'm the
talking about,
same.
well, that's different. Hottest or just like best.
In general,
Favorite, yeah.
like
I just-
favorite
yeah,
for
Hanada's
whatever
just- Hanada's just a
favorite
good
for
character.
whatever reason you want.
Sonata
to
is a
be.
pretty good character, but I don't know.
She's too old and ugly.
I think you're too old and ugly, honestly.
And
I'm
he's
18.
beautiful.
Yeah, I'm beautiful.
Oh, I meant to say he's 18. He's
I'm
not
a,
old.
I'm yeah.
You're
What Dom
beautiful.
said.
Yeah, no, just in my opinion,
My what?
Hanada's just a really
Probably Hinata though. In all honesty.
Dang, are we all going with Hanada?
Dude,
Who else is there?
Because like I don't
You
want
gonna
to.
go with Karen?
Yeah,
That
actually, I was.
Funny.
Not even for the meme, just.
Yeah, no, not even for the meme. I did have
Honestly,
Karen in
the
mind
god-
immediately.
The goddess or whatever?
Kaguya?
I don't know.
Really?
Maybe.
You haven't even
Oh, no,
got
you
there.
never really see her.
No.
I don't know because you never really got there.
Fuck you.
Alright,
No.
what was the next section there, Don? Or
Favorite
category?
background character / like side character.
Probably Shikamaru.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Side
exactly
character, I think
Shikamaru.
all of them have their own, like, that's hard to say.
Well, isn't in Team 7, makes them a side character.
Oh,
The ramen guy.
Yeah, he's pretty.
What's his name?
I don't remember.
Ichiiku Ramen guy.
Yeah, that's literally all they
I
call
love how
him.
you know that.
I was trying to think of what the name of his shop was, but I didn't know how to pronounce it.
Ichiraku.
Yes, Ichi.
Yeah, okay.
Something
Yeah,
like that.
that's my
Probably
favorite
Rock
side character.
Lee.
Oh yeah, Ethan
Oh,
loves Rock Lee.
Shikamaru.
Yeah,
Guy.
I do.
Guy.
I do.
My
love
God, it's so close between my guy.
Oh,
and
I forgot to
Rock Lee.
totally put up the favorite villain because that show's full of villains. You could
I don't
totally
know.
pick a
I
favorite
didn't really
villain.
like any of the villains.
Not even
I mean-
Zabuza.
Zabuza?
Yeah.
Dude!
Oh, yeah, I forget because he died in the first 3 episodes.
Well, of
by
course,
children.
he's the villain. He's the villain. He's gonna lose.
That's what you think.
I know he gets reanimated.
What?
Spoiler.
Spoiler for a show that you should have watched by now.
You like did your finger out and you're like,
Down.
point down, point
Dude,
down.
favorite? I guess in the first Naruto is all we have to talk about. My favorite one was probably like, well, gosh.
I mean,
Itachi's
Orochimaru's
pretty cool,
alright.
dude. Oh, Orochimaru was a good villain.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
Orochimaru is
he
a
was pretty
fantastic
good.
villain.
Like, fuck Orochimaru, but he did his job, man.
I actually, maybe him. What's his name?
Who? Him?
Glasses man.
Kabuto?
Kabuto.
Dude.
Oh.
He's
Kabuto's-
not a bad villain because everyone hates him for
but
that
he's
reason.
annoying.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why. That's why
Mhm.
he's a good villain for that reason. He's annoying. He's unpredictable.
I don't even know.
That's kinda
I
what
think
makes
he's
it
just
good.
annoying.
Yeah. I think he had like plot armor before they even showed off like Naruto's like infinite regeneration.
It's true.
Because like Kakashi busts in that room, gets tricked, sees through the trick, but haha, there was a trick over top of the original trick. Like that part felt like bullshit when he
Yeah.
jumped out of the window. He's like, I had a disguise over a disguise. Like you don't know who I am, Kakashi. And it's like Kakashi's not an idiot. Like he would totally know.
He's
an
in
old
Star
man.
Village.
Like-
Star Village.
Oh god.
That enemy from the Star Village, like the main bad guy of it, I don't remember his
The
name.
the filler episode.
It was a filler episode, but it was pretty interesting. I thought
That-
it was neat.
Village hidden
You
in the
like the
stars.
villain of that?
It was okay. I didn't say like it was my favorite, but he was pretty interesting.
I don't know. I don't know.
I remember Gavin once tried to argue with me that like you know like the ultimate living weapon that they reanimated for the or not reanimated but
Oh, yeah,
brought back
he
alive
does.
for the Land of the
You're talking about
Artisans.
the one who looks like a tiger.
Kinda. Yeah, he did look weird.
Yeah, Orochimaru helps him lead it and he drinks some blood or whatever, or he has to mix a bunch of vials together.
No.
That's,
It's the guy that they revive, and he's like a bunch of living weapons, like together at the very end of the Land of Artisans. And he's like, I'm gonna kill
the
Gaara.
last, the last,
Did I watch that?
like,
Yeah, it was the
195,
final
like,
episode of the
200.
original
I
part
probably
before
fell
Shippuden
asleep.
starts. No, you were here watching it,
Oh,
and you're
really?
like, this show's awful, and I'm like, because you're watching the horrible filler.
No, I think
but-
I skipped that.
But Gavin, no, you finished it. I was there.
I
Yeah.
really don't remember.
See, it's bad. But Gavin was like, yeah, that living weapons
Dude,
guy, I think he
but-
could beat
but the
Madara.
haunted
And I was like,
house-
legitimately.
Haunted House number 5 villain.
Oh, yeah, the haunted
That one was
houses.
pretty awesome.
Anyway, we're getting off track. Randy, who was your favorite villain?
Dude, from the first Naruto, because I guess he hasn't seen any of the other villains. Dude, I don't know. I guess.
I mean, you can
Right.
say it without spoiling it.
I guess so. Dude, Madara is pretty cool, dude.
That was
I was
going to
gonna
be
say Madara.
mine. It's definitely Madara.
You know, Mario.
Modern. Yeah.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
Name top 10 reasons why.
Top 10 reasons why Chris knows Monitor.
I did like Nagato and Pain and all that.
Pain
Pretty-
was pretty
Oh,
cool.
yeah.
There was so much, dude.
I guess you do have to technically say Nagato / Pain.
Yeah.
But I also really like, I remember that reminded me, Gavin sent me a TikTok once, and he's like, if you could resurrect 3 people from Naruto, who would it be? And I won't name what he said, because that's obviously spoilers if they fucking die.
I don't know.
But
Plot on it.
but yeah, no. I picked Nagato over like somebody, and he was like, "Really?" And like he went on like a hardcore rant, and I was like, "But I like Nagato."
I like it.
My favorite character out of the whole show was Toby, though. I love
Toby.
I love-
Yeah, but like-
I
but
didn't
like
get
Toby.
that far, but
Yeah, not
Toby,
Yeah, Toby.
yeah.
Yeah, not the other one.
The Toby persona that he
Yeah,
put on.
the one
Yeah.
That's been spoiled for me. I
Yeah.
can't forget it.
Especially the video game.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the video game. Toby.
Ethan's been spoiled because we played so much Storm 4.
That's what happened to me too.
I mean, that show's been
And
out
Gavin,
for so
I
long.
think, actually said it aloud.
Yeah, no, Gavin, because I was
Gavin said
like,
spoilers aloud in front of me.
I was like, yeah, Toby's like real personality, and Gavin went, oh, you mean, and just like blurted it out, and I was like, Gavin, and Ethan was like, wow.
I think I was
Thanks.
there for that. We were at work.
You were, and both me and Chris were like, Gavin. Because we both know.
We were in an Xbox call, and like I was like,
Oh my god, he just started like going off. It's like, dude, I just saw the episode where, and he just like spit it all
I saw
out.
the episode where Jiraiya died. I was like, what?
Yeah, no, that shook
What?
Ethan like
Because
bad.
Jiraiya was one of my favorite characters. He kind of is one of my favorite characters. I love.
He's
Jiraiya.
amazing, yeah. That well,
And it's not left my mind. I've been trying to purge it from my mind, and I can't.
well, now that Ethan's
So-
mentioned that, that's what he said. That was in Gavin's like top 3, but I replaced Jiraiya with Nagato, and he was like, "Really? Are you serious?" Because like I like Jiraiya, don't get me wrong, but like he served his purpose. Like once Naruto like
I don't care. I want to write more
got
books.
stronger,
Dude, he's
Kakashi
old.
does too.
Exactly.
But yeah.
I do love how like chill Kakashi was. He would literally be standing on top of a pole reading a book while they're beating the shit out of each
Yo.
other. Like,
Ooh.
No, I also got to give
Yeah.
props just to Naruto's English like voices because like I automatically go to like the subtitles, but like Ethan was listening to it in dub, and I was like, it's really not bad. Like I could have done it in
The
dub.
principal from Lab Rats, bro. Principal
Yeah, that's so weird,
I
dude.
know.
Oh wait.
And once you start like list, if you watch the show and imagine her, you can hear her, bro.
I don't want to think about it. Yeah.
timestamp.
Yeah,
Oh,
how
yeah,
far
true.
are we?
55. We're closing in on an
Yeah,
hour.
we're getting close.
We got 5 more
So
minutes.
cut
We
an
said
hour-
30 minutes.
Yeah.
An hour 30 would probably be good.
No, not an hour 30.
Yeah.
No, he meant like Chris meant he wanted to do it just for 30 minutes.
Oh
but,
no,
like,
I
we're
was
going
I was
over it.
thinking like 30 minutes to an hour.
Yeah, I was thinking an
Would be
hour.
a good length.
Well, I mean,
Probably an hour 25 or something, I guess.
yeah, I'd hate to end it on just like a random
I didn't
Naruto
know.
rant. Yeah.
Fuck Naruto, we're over it, dude. No one likes Naruto.
I just wanted to know what like how far we had gotten because
Yeah.
it feels like we've been talking for 15 minutes.
Yeah, I
Put
know.
a timestamp on front.
Talk.
The moment I was like, yeah, but Sasuke's my favorite of Team 7, just the like the inhale of like everybody about to speak, I was like, oh god.
Well,
I
I just don't understand.
I just forgot to mention my whole part of that. He has my favorite powers in the whole show. I
Yeah.
love the Rinnegan. It's my favorite thing, and he gets to show it off more than anybody else does besides Pain. So I absolutely love the Rinnegan, and especially his Bordo power, which is I'm gonna sound like a huge fucking weeb because I don't know what they call it in English, but it's the Amino Tejikara, which is what lets him switch places with whatever he's looking at. What do they call it in English? Randy?
Switchy placey.
Switchy placey.
But yeah, no. Sasuke is a really good character. He has really good character development because he
No.
I think he is.
No, he definitely does.
Because he like I
You'll
said.
like him.
That's just what I.
Yeah, I'll
Dude,
like him
you'll
later
hate
on.
him for the next 400 episodes, but on episode 440, bro, you'll like him.
Yeah.
That's
Just my favorite thing about watching Ethan journey through the first part of Naruto was just him being like, God, this kid's annoying. And then they introduced Sasuke, and it's like he's gonna like Sasuke, and he's like, God, this kid's annoying. And I was
Sounds
like,
like all of Team 7 sucks.
yeah,
And
I
at
was
the
like
start of the show.
10.
Yeah, they were young. So
and I was
they
like,
really-
oh God, is he gonna be a Sakura lover just because he hates the first two? And he's like, God, Sakura is annoying. And I was like, is Ethan gonna like anybody in this show?
That's on Jiraiya. It's like, this guy's
Jiraiya.
Jiraiya.
Ethan said that all the time, like he'd see me, he'd be like,
Master
Master Jiraiya.
I love that. I love Jiraiya so much, dude.
The
He's
Toad
so
Sage of Mount Miyaboku.
Jiraiya.
Yeah,
He's like a
Get off
WWE
on one foot,
dude, I
bro.
swear. That's when he's like a WWE star. It gets me pumped up. He gets me pumped
No,
up.
he does do some savage things because it's like they keep being like, oh, he's so strong, he's one of the legendary Sonian, but you never actually see him do anything.
Yeah, I think the one time I was like, oh, he's pretty strong is when that was in the first one. Where Itachi.
Yes,
bro,
that's
and
just
the-
what I was gonna mention.
The stomach of the mountain
Yeah,
toad or whatever.
that's
It's just crazy that he was like, I'm gonna whoop both of your asses. Don't care that you're in the Akatsuki, and I have a woman like over my shoulder.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm gonna whip both your asses, your mama's asses.
Dude, I like how he just let like Sasuke get the crap beat out of him.
That was so funny.
Goodness.
It was like
Hey, I don't-
because Sasuke was like, finally my chance to kill him, and then just immediately he's like, the fuck are you doing? Oh, that's a funny little Chidori there.
That's just when you were talking about, what characters Ethan would like. I just like that video popped in my head of the guy talking over like the scene of Naruto where Sakura gets fucking yeeted.
Yeah. The best choreography in all of Naruto. The only thing people
He
want to talk
grabs the
about.
sword, then stops the sword with his elbow, and stuff.
No, it was crazy.
Everybody wants to talk about Sakura getting fucking yeeted.
I also want to mention those two, the brother and sister from the Cloud Village.
Mm-hmm.
They were good characters.
They really were.
Amui
And Amui
Haruhi.
Karui.
Amui.
I just love that scene where it's like, if you throw that rock, it's going to hit a boulder and destroy the Hidden Leaf Village. And they get back and it's destroyed. And he's like, oh, there's the rock you threw.
Hey, but the funny thing is, it's in the background. You can barely hear them. And she's like, oh, it's rock. It just slaps them, bro. Holy
It slaps the piss out of it.
And like, it's not even the main focus of this scene. That's so good.
Who was it that we were talking to that there's no black people in all of Naruto? And I think it was like me and Gavin simultaneously went the Hidden Cloud Village. Like simultaneously.
Yeah. All of it.
Yeah, that's like literally the whole point of it, which I think is
Get off
funny.
of Naruto.
Yeah, no, we need to.
God, I don't know a lot about
There's so much in that show. Like
That you
there's
could just
there's
keep
an
talking
insane
about.
amount of that show.
Yeah, no, I don't want to just be
Let's get on the topic of JoJo.
That's an even worse transition. We could be there for years.
No,
Randy won't watch it.
Yeah.
It's really complicated.
Dude,
it's not. It's not.
Is it real? I just couldn't like when I watched like the first season.
It feels
or
like it.
whatever
I guess
is.
when you're first watching it, it really is.
It technically is complicated. If you're watching the sub, it's going to be complicated because like you have to read it and really think about it. But if you're listening to the dub, since it's already English,
LeBron James.
is that why your shoes raggedy, Jojo?
Oh my god.
That's why your mother is dead.
Jesus.
Dead as hell. What kind of shoes she got on? What kind of shoes she got on?
I don't know why that made me think of a Frieza impression. I love that dude who does Frieza
Yeah.
impression. Whoa, redacted.
dude, yeah.
Redacted.
Censor that.
What?
I guess that's all you're good for, you
Actually,
ma.
That's like that TikTok.
Oh, was that
going around.
Frieza?
That's like that TikTok going around. You can censor this.
I'm not gonna censor. Don't say it.
I'm gonna say it because it's funny. It's a.
For fuck's sake.
It's just a sound on TikTok, and it's like something about like someone going where it's like a predominantly white place and you're black, and it's like this old country dude. Well, good Lord, Sharon, it's a monkey.
I'll be damn sure. No, you probably don't have to. But the funny thing is, though, like black people will like make TikToks of them doing that. It's like a dude like on an airplane. And he looks out a window and there's like a bird there, and he puts like his eyes and mouth over it. And he just goes, "What's a monkey?" And he just goes, "Wow!"
The thing I really don't understand about racism is like I know a lot of black people. I really do. And
You are black.
no,
You're not black.
Where's this before you continue, where's this going?
I know a lot of black people, and they're like,
But
no. They make the same jokes that I do. You know, like they're like,
No, it is true. Yeah.
You know, like racism. I feel like racism. It's a problem. You know, especially if it's
Yeah.
deep south. You
But
know?
like, if you just like listen
if
to
it's
him, like
jokes, you know,
Yeah.
like,
all right.
and especially if you're joking with,
don't look at me like that.
and especially if you're joking with a black person.
Oh, yeah.
You know that's it's a big thing.
I will say though,
Yeah,
like Trevor really.
Trevor.
Oh.
Trevor is the kind of
Trevor
person who
pushes
can't
it.
do that.
He got his Xbox account banned for that. His first one.
No, Trevor
He called
was
a black person to their face.
Yeah.
The
the
Redacted.
The
Go ahead,
redacted.
say it.
Well, no, I remember like we were like when we were in school, like he did that, and like I looked over and he was like dialing a number like on his keypad. And I was like, "What are you doing?" And he's like, "I'm calling the Ku Klux Klan." And I was like, "What?
Yeah, he was.
What?"
Yeah,
and then he
yeah.
called her black friend Chris was his name, not same Chris here. He's like,
Yeah.
"Yo, Chris, come here." And he walked over there and he handed him the phone. And he's like, "This is the Ku Klux Klan." And he looked at him and he's like, "Bro, like he wasn't even laughing.
Yeah,
like
no,
it wasn't
that,
funny at
that
all."
was put because
That
Chris,
is-
the Chris we're talking about, he would make those jokes. He was a
Oh,
very
yeah.
funny person.
Yeah.
He really was.
he gave
But
us
you
the
had to
pass.
like,
No,
Gave
he-
combos
yeah, he
and
really
offer
did.
plus.
yeah, no.
He's
I
hilarious.
played basketball with him. He's a great person. He really is, and he would make those jokes. Like he would like he
Although
called
he
me
didn't
like
seem
a.
like it at the end of his school year because he didn't even say anything to me and Dom.
I mean, he just wanted to get the fuck out of there.
Yeah, no,
I
he
don't
was
blame him.
yeah, but he like. Me being the stereotypical Mexican, he would make the stereotypical Mexican
Yeah.
jokes, you know, and just
And like you'd just be talking to him and be like, "What's up, Chris?" He'd be like, "Bro, you can't say that. You're white." Like he'd just say that for like no
Yeah.
reason. It was so funny.
At random
But then
times.
Trevor would think that he just like that he could just take those jokes like anywhere.
Yeah.
And just be like, yo, what's up? Like, and Chris would be like, dude, like, not funny. Like, actually, like, not funny. He'd be like, you're just messing with me. He's like, no, bro. I'll actually beat the shit.
One day we were at basketball. I remember one day it was a basketball practice, and I asked Chris to throw me my ball, and he was like, "It's because I'm black, ain't it?"
Yeah, I remember he used to do that all the time. Like a basketball would roll over, and I'd like pick it up and be like, Chris. He goes, oh, really? You couldn't throw it to, what was his name? Luke, the really tall white guy. He's like, couldn't throw it to Luke? And I was like, you're closer. And he's like, sure, man. I thought to him, he goes, I'm just fucking with you. And he just go back to playing basketball.
He stabbed me in the hand with a lead pencil.
Did he really?
I have no idea why.
Like on purpose?
We were just in algebra class, and we were all together, me, you, and that one kid.
Oh, what's his name?
And Chris. And we were just there, and like I was just doing whatever. I don't think I even said anything racist, I don't think. And he just like stabbed my hand with a lead pencil. Like I looked at it like, what?
Dude, that class was so funny with him, because I remember our teacher would be like...
Oh man, we have that one sped in there.
Oh, God.
We had a sped in there.
Yeah, tell that first. That one's way better.
Oh my God. Anytime he
What
was
said Sped's?
I have no idea. I don't
you don't
remember
know?
his name.
Okay.
He was short, black hair.
I don't remember his name either. I want to say it was like... the only thing I remember about him is he would be like, he'd ask our teacher, he'd be like, can I have some coffee? And she'd be like, you don't need coffee. He'd be like, no, coffee has the reverse effect on me. And like, I couldn't tell if he was being serious or not.
What class was it?
It was Algebra 1 at the very beginning of the year. He was very he was in science class as well.
It was the first time I'd really spoken out that much, and I was like, oh man, I'm not, like, I would just like say stuff whenever he'd say something. I would like counter it, and I was like, please shut the fuck up.
You know, that was like the first time, because Ethan used to like just like people would say something cringe, and he'd like look over to me and not say anything like out loud. But that kid would be like so bad that Ethan would be like, oh my God, like out loud, like wanting him to hear it so that he would stop.
Yeah.
But
because like he kept fucking distracting me. But not that he was like trying to get my attention, but he was just trying to get everyone's attention and wanting to be a fucking cocknut. So I was just like, I'll be like, oh my God.
Yeah. I think we all had that one person in class who was
and
like,
so
please shut the
occasionally
fuck
I would even
up.
like, I would look at him, shh. Like, really loudly.
Oh yeah, oh my God, that just reminds me of that
I think
kid.
I was like, stifle your fucking self.
Well, I think we all had that one kid in class that we were just like, God, please shut up.
Y'all remember Mr. Anime himself?
Yes. He was obsessed with One Piece.
Not only that, he was obsessed with One Punch Man. You're gonna know who it is the moment I tell the story. He walked into the cafeteria one time and I looked and I was like, oh my God, he shaved his head bald.
Oh, yeah.
And he was in front of Ethan doesn't. He was in front of us at the lunch line. And I could hear him talking to like one of the lunch ladies, like the sweet little old ladies. She's like, oh Lord, what happened to your hair? And she goes, did you shave it all off? He goes, no, I didn't shave it. It fell off from nothing but pure work. I do 500 push-ups, 500 sit-ups, and run 500 miles every single day of my life. And I'm training to become the strongest man alive. And I was like, that's the fucking Saitama workout.
Reaction. She was just like, oh.
Like she was like, this bitch crazy.
Me and Randy, you know who this is because we had them in our weightlifting class.
Randy?
You.
Oh,
He's talking to you.
Who is Randy?
Randall.
I hate you.
What about it?
We had him there.
I did literally
The same kid.
I know you're talking.
Funny memes, and they were usually about school shootings.
No, time out.
Dude, literally,
He was literally a school
he
shooter.
told me one time, he's like, bro, if I ever come in with my head shaved, just like watch out. And I'm like, what does that mean?
That's weird.
I think he like set it up because he knew he was gonna shave his head. So he's like, I just need to mess with some people. And he like, dude, it was bad though. I was freaked out.
Speaking of which, this is the same kid who wore jeans and cowboy boots every other day of the week.
Did he?
Yes.
I don't think he did.
No, he did.
He had those black leather cowboy boots.
Pretty sure that was him.
Yeah.
Because I never like really looked at him because
Yeah.
I'd just see him and be like, oh God. But I remember because most of the people that we had
He
these
would take a
interactions with,
basketball and
yeah.
throw it around and go, Rasengan.
Yeah, he's like, Rasengan, and he pegged a kid with a basketball. And I was like, what the hell? And one time it went like right over my head when we were playing Smash, and I was like, that was like an inch from hitting him. And I would have gone up and whooped his
Oh my
ass.
God, we really wanted to like kick his ass.
Yeah, because like they'd be playing basketball.
Fucking in front of us, on the, like, you know how like the basketball
He would-
goals are like planted over.
He would do it
like,
cringily too. Like he'd hold it in one hand, spin completely in a circle, and then just go Rasengan, and
Like
like
how Dom's big
half
issue
throw
was
it.
that he was doing the board.
Yeah, I hated it. I was like, why is he doing the Bordeaux one? Like, it'd be cool if he's just like, Rasengan, and like held it and like just fucking pummeled somebody with it. No, just the fact that he was being cringe like that. And they'd be like, all right, stop throwing basketballs.
You
He'd
always
find a
think-
volleyball and he'd be like, hey,
This is
Rasengan.
weird. Like, he always smelled like iron or like weird like
Smells.
school supplies.
Blood.
Yeah.
Yeah, he would smell. He would just smell weird, and I'm like,
I cut myself 500 times a day.
I wish.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Bro.
But yeah, no, that kid was a weird one.
In weightlifting, do you remember Brandon and George?
I love Brandon.
George had the mustache.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love George.
Was George not the hottest man in the world?
I'm not gonna.
Dude, I wonder what happened to him. Was he in a grade above us or no?
Yeah.
Yes, he was.
Dude, holy
He's
shit.
still
Brandon
around.
was too.
And yeah, Brandon, bro.
He was the one. He was the one that was kind of heavier set, had the beard.
He was
No,
heavy
not
set at all.
heavy. He's
Wrong
skinny.
Brandon.
Yeah.
He wore a blue hoodie.
But he did have a beard.
Shit, I think he wears
Wore
a
a Sans hoodie all the time.
No, not.
I might be thinking of a
that was
different Brandon. I'm thinking.
Dude, dude, it literally was.
It was.
Dude, the person I work with at Food City named Dustin, his brother is Brandon, and he pulled that picture on his phone and showed me his brother, and I'm like, holy frick, I
Wait,
forgot
Brandon.
about Brandon.
Skinny Brandon?
Yeah.
Oh yes, I
He's
remember
in
Brandon.
weightlifting.
Whatever happened to him? He just disappeared.
Well, he moved to school one time and then he came back,
Dude, I gotta
Okay.
find
and
him.
then COVID happened.
Okay, yeah.
Don't
No,
have
I
to
was just
censor.
wondering because, like, I remember I think it was like junior or sophomore year, he just disappeared.
Yeah, bro, he was sick.
There was a lot of people who just disappeared.
For
Yeah.
real.
My nuts disappeared over the weekend.
Oh, that just reminded me because you're gonna keep bringing up like not the nuts thing. Bring up random people we went to school with. You remember that kid that walked around and he had his hair dyed green and he wore a Midoriya like style jacket.
Deku? You're talking about the Deku?
Yeah.
I had art class with him.
But he was like really fat, so he looked nothing like Midoriya.
Yeah, he
I
wore
mean,
those.
we're not boys.
He wore those really long
No.
striped
We
socks.
just tell it how it is.
No, like
you wouldn't see me
that's just
cosplayed as Gone.
that's
my
just
way,
always
you
how
know?
they do,
Like,
bro. Because they're like, oh, I love this character. I want to dress as him, but like they don't look anything like
When
him.
was that? I don't think I've ever seen
He
that
was
person.
the last.
It was you
Senior
were
year.
already
Yeah,
gone.
no, this was COVID year.
Oh.
But he would like walk around with like his hands in his pocket, and I looked at him and I was like, oh, he's wearing like a Midoriya like style hoodie. I was like, that's kind of cool. Then like the next day he came back and he had green hair, and I was like, oh no.
I identify as Midori.
And like I don't know if this is just like my imagination being weird, but I wanted to know if he like did something to like his face, because like he
I
had
never got a chance to
freckles.
see his face.
But like he had
It's
like
funny
freckles,
thing.
but I didn't know if he'd like forced them on to
Pencil
try to look
them
as
on, yeah.
much like Midoriya as he could. But
Yeah, I had him in
those
art class.
freshmen were weird. Dude.
and then there was the girl.
Our senior class freshmen were really, really weird.
I know it's like what everyone says, but they were like weird.
Like from my freshman year. Don't get me wrong. My freshman year, we were kids, but we were like cool kids. You know,
Yeah.
we were somewhat normal. You know,
Eighth graders, like,
we weren't constantly hyper standing in the middle of the hallway type shit.
Oh god.
But like throughout from like my freshman to junior year, we had fairly normal
Yeah.
freshmen, you know, because like they were all like either sports kids, or,
Right.
you know, they weren't loud, you know, they weren't constantly, like I said, in the hallways running around. My senior year when COVID hit, I took the first like 2 semesters out of school like online. Then I came back for the last 2, and I shit you not, within the first 2 weeks there was a absolute like cat fight in the hallway.
yeah.
Yeah, you
told
remember
me
that? Yeah.
Well,
And
you
they-
told me about it.
The school never had fights. Like
Yeah,
that was
no,
like the
and
one
this
thing they
fight-
were renowned
if it was
for.
a fight, it was literally Trevor and JT saying who could whoop each other's ass, and then 5 minutes later they were good friends. You
Yeah,
know,
they'd
like,
walk away. Yeah, no, that was like what our school was renowned for. It was like
JT
nobody
was
fights here.
Is such a character.
No,
He's
he
always-
really is.
He was like
I have a
mixed
video
bag.
of him rapping that one kid's like
Oh yeah, there was a kid at school who wanted to be a SoundCloud
Yeah.
rapper.
yeah.
Oh,
What was his name?
What was his name?
He dated
I can't
my
even.
ex.
Yeah, I can't even remember what he called himself on SoundCloud. Barles was the one who told me that he
If you have
existed.
Barles, you'll know.
Oh yeah, Barles would.
Yeah, I have a
definitely-
video of JT rapping his little sheet. That guy's sheet, like actually rapping it. It was so bad.
You remember that guy who went to our school, very rednecky, had. Was that his
You gotta
name?
censor that.
Okay,
Jacob.
redacted.
Jacob.
Yeah. His name was. I wanted to say it was Jacob, but
Oh, the one we had in our house.
yeah,
He
no.
used to crank
People,
monsters.
yeah, he would crank a monster, and then people would hype him up, and he'd just go to town like singing, and people like were to record him. And it was kind of messed up because they're like, "Oh my god, listen to this dude sing," and I was like, "He's not that bad
Yeah.
for like actually going at it." Because like you know how many people would be like, "I'm not singing in front of
He's
a
a
group
nice
of people."
guy.
He really
He was a really nice guy.
guy.
I want to say, and I'm being 110% serious, where he cranked so many monsters. I want to say he stopped coming to school because he had heart problems.
He did.
Yeah.
He did? Okay.
I think
Yeah.
Because I heard that was a rumor. I didn't know if it was true or not.
Well, it's probably still rumor.
Well,
probably
the only
still
thing I
rumor.
heard of was like Jacob stopped coming to school because of all the monsters he drug. But like I didn't like put two and two
Thought it was a
together that he
joke,
was
yeah.
hurting
And then that
himself. But
stupid kid was like, I don't even like that's
Monster has a reverse effect on me.
God, I used to love when Ethan would do that because I'd look over and he's just like,
I was
boiling with
I
rage.
was
I was like, God, if looks could kill, that kid would drop
I had
dead
the
right
same. I had the same experience, but with an entitled female.
yeah.
now. Oh yeah.
You remember
Mhm.
Gabby?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I had her in nutrition and wellness. She was sitting there complaining about getting her mom's bins.
Dude,
She wanted a
no,
Mustang.
that clique of like girls, I could not stand them
Mhm.
because I literally heard
The
one of
only
them be like,
somewhat bearable one out of that clique was
Why do
literally
they all act
Isabella.
like they have
Isabella.
to be out straight out of like a Disney like high school?
Mhm.
film?
yeah, I
Like,
literally,
They all actually think that High School Musical is a personality
Yeah.
trait.
like I literally heard one of them be like, yeah, I crashed my car because it wasn't the color I liked, so my mommy just bought me a new one.
Yeah.
And but like, keep in mind you, the car that she crashed because she didn't like it was like a brand new like 2020 or like 2019 at the time, like Toyota. I forget what they were
It
called.
was like a Camry or something.
Is that what it was? I
It was
remember-
something really nice.
Because like you would see her car out front and be like, wow, that's a nice car, and then like it was the same car, just a different color.
I don't understand like entitled kids because like when my mom, I was in I think sophomore year, and I had just now started to get my license, and I was sitting in class, and my friend Gracie was like directly beside me, and like my mom had texted me, and she had sent me a picture of my car now that I have.
Yeah.
It was a 2016 Chevy Cruze, which don't get me wrong, it's a really nice car. I love that car to death, you know, but it's not like the nicest car.
Right.
You know, basic car. Still love it. I would drive that thing till it dies, you know, and I'm not being unappreciative. Mom, if you listen to this, I love my car. But like I was sitting there and Gracie, she was behind me. I was sitting there holding my phone, literally shaking, and she was like, "What's wrong?" I said, "My mom just bought me a car."
I remember
I was
that day.
amazed at that. You know?
I remember that day. You like came down the hallway and had like the biggest smile
Yeah,
on
like
your face.
but like at first, like my heart started beating really fast.
Yeah.
You know, I turned like white, and Gracie was like, "Are you okay?"
I was like, Chris, what's good, bub? And you were like, my mama bought me a car. And I was like, that's
Well, that's
awesome,
so-
yeah.
bro.
It,
You were
it was so cool to me
happy
because
about
like
it.
I had never had anything like that. Like we have nice cars, but I'm just saying like I had never like thought, oh, my mom's gonna buy me a car.
Yeah.
At that just surprise. Like here.
Yeah. I mean,
I was
like,
the same way when my car got fixed when it
Mhm.
broke down.
Yeah, like, just simple things.
like I don't hate any of those people who are like, my mommy bought me this, my mommy bought me that.
But
I
they
just
have a
really
severe,
wish that
like,
they
I hate
wouldn't.
kids who are entitled and don't work for it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like there's a kid that we work with at our job. Won't say it, so Ethan won't get all angry, and I won't say his name either, because he knows that we do this podcast. But he got something that like I've been trying to get for like a while now, and nobody say it because I don't want to point it
I don't
out
even
that
know what you're
hard.
talking about,
But
I can probably figure it out.
I could tell that he got it like from his mommy's money, because, and just hearing him talk about just like how amazing it was, and I was just like, like I was holding it, and I was like, oh, dude, that's sweet. I was like, I've been trying to get one, and you
Yeah,
probably
I
put two and
know.
two together to know what I'm talking about. Ethan definitely does.
Yeah.
But like in the back of my mind, I'm like, are you joking? Like I have
Yeah.
worked for so many days straight to save up the money for one of those. And he's like, yeah, I just got one out of nowhere.
It would take us months to get that, and he's
Yeah.
just like,
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
he just had it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like years.
yeah, no, and he just has it just like that.
I don't.
You little
always
bit, no.
been- it's
It's
always
calling
been
out
an
out of
irk.
nowhere.
I know, like it's always been an irk. Like these, like white, not white. It doesn't matter their color because they're all the same. But like
entitled people.
entitled
Yes.
people, it's like we have like especially the like I'm friends with the majority of the jocks from the school, but you do not need a Mustang. You do not need a Jeep. You
Especially
need a-
especially that young of age because kids
Yeah.
are stupid.
They're
Yeah,
gonna crash
you know,
it. They're,
they're
gonna,
gonna
crash,
crash
it.
I mean,
you know?
your brother, he had a Jeep, and like didn't he just?
Well, he had a Mustang originally, souped it up like crazy, and then sold it off because that was his plan all
wasn't he
along
driving
with it.
from
Apparently,
school one day and he got really scared because he was like, I wrecked, and then I pulled myself out of the Jeep wreckage.
no, I was scared. Okay, yeah, he bought like a brand new
No, I was
Jeep.
saying you were scared.
Yeah, no, yeah, I was scared
I
because,
was too, a little
well,
bit.
he's what is it? He's
Idiot.
what's it called? Where they fall asleep super easily.
Yeah,
like
narcoleptic.
Yeah,
Narcoleptic, yeah,
narcoleptic.
thank you.
He fell asleep driving to school because he has a very, very long, like windy hill drive, which would keep me awake. But he fell right asleep. went right over the curve into this big dip into a creek, and someone like we were like walking to the gym, and I remember somebody ran up to me and they're like, "Is your brother okay?" And I was like, "In the head? God, no." I always say that to him. As much as I love him, I always say that to him and about him to other people. But they're like, "No, seriously, is he okay?" And I was like it hit me. I was like, "Why?" And they're like, "Did you not see?" And like they showed me like a picture. It was on like the police like page of his Jeep that literally became like a compact cube. Couldn't see the front of it. All the wheels were missing. 2 of the chairs were out the back. And the worst part was the driver's seat was literally smashed to about like paper thin. And I remember like I stopped and I was like, "Oh my God." And I remember I like reached for my phone. The coach was like, "Don't pull out your phone." And I was like, "Shut up. Like I'll beat your ass, old man." And then like I turned around and he like walked through the door. And I was like, "What?" And like not a scratch, not a scar, no blood, nothing on him. He literally pulled himself out of that Jeep uninjured entirely. And it was literally a perfect cube.
Yeah,
Like compact. And then he was like, "I need a new Jeep, man." And I was like, "What the? No! You don't!" Because that's immediately what he was doing. I was like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "I'm looking for a new Jeep, man." I was like, "Don't! You almost died because you were in a Jeep, bro."
I remember you were fuming, dude. I felt like uncomfortable. Whenever Dom gets angry, like I get really.
Oh yeah, no. Back then when I got angry, like you could see it like radiating off of me.
Like bad.
Like, have you ever seen like Hunter, like the gone anger? Like you just see like this stuff coming off of me. But not like at first I was like, "Oh my God, like I'm gonna fucking cry. Like if my brother accidentally died in this." And then he walked through the door and I was like pissed. I was like, "You gotta know how to nerve being alive." Like I was mad that he was alive and uninjured. Because like the first thing that hit me when I saw that, I was like, "I'm gonna have to call my mom who lives in Louisiana and be like, Dylan just died in a car wreck." Like that's the first thing that hit me, is the most awful thing you'd ever have to do in your entire life. Yeah, no, and then he just walks in there with like his hands in his pocket and he's like, "I need a Jeep, man." I was like, "I'm gonna fucking hurt you." But yeah, no,
that's like
God,
an anime
that was
thing. Like comes out of a big fight, like the character that died like 8 seasons ago.
yeah, it's like the smoke
Looks
clears.
Like we're back in action.
Now this is getting interesting.
That's like Jakey when I sprained my ankle. Like I always took Jakey to school.
Yeah.
And I sprained my ankle, and I was on the crutches for one day. It was a stage 2 sprain.
Mama
it was
didn't raise
right
no
next
bitch.
to broken. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, and I was getting tired. Like the first day I did the crutches, I was tired of them. So like what I did was I looked at Jakey and I said, "Mama ain't rise no bitch," because that's just like an inside joke, you know, between people at work and stuff. And I was looking, I said, "Mama ain't rise no bitch." Put the crutches in the back of my car and limped up the stairs into school because I just hate them.
Yeah.
You know.
No,
and
they're
Jakey,
rough.
and you being angry, that's what this is going back to. Jakey was like, "What the fuck, man?"
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Jakey would
I
get
was the same
concerned with
way
people
when I-
like that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's
I was
because
the
you
same way.
can hurt it like even worse, like doing
Yeah,
like
no,
that,
it's
but,
still
like,
not the same just because I'm too stubborn.
Yeah,
Like,
Chris is stubborn. We love you, but like
I am
you make
no,
up
I
your
will
mind there is
openly
no
admit
change.
I have a bad attitude and I'm stubborn.
You're stop being an idiot.
For real.
Yeah, fucking
Why did I put myself $15,000 into debt and I'm 18?
Yeah, good job.
We did it.
We did it, boys. We're making it out.
Yes, he made college debt without going to college.
Damn
Now
right,
you know.
son.
God.
And it's on 2008 Silverado. Oh, good.
Well, at least it gets you somewhere.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Gets you nowhere.
But Randy loves it.
Oh, yeah, Randy is in love with that truck.
I love that
The
truck.
big one.
Yeah.
I have 2, by the way.
Chris has 2 trucks. Dude, literally, the truck that was here today, I knew you had 2 trucks, but I didn't know that was that one.
Yeah.
I was like, whose piece of crap truck is this in the, like, whose is this? And then Chris,
Then I started and he was like, "I like this."
dude, yeah, it was loud, bro. Closing the doors is loud, and I was like, yeah.
Randy's like, "You know what, Chris? This is my truck."
It's
now."
big on the inside. On the outside, it looks
It's a single cab Silverado, is what it is.
Yeah.
it looks weird on the outside.
I'll punch you in the throat.
Did you?
It does look kind of funny, but I love it to death.
Yeah.
Are you actually gonna paint it? I remember you told me one time.
Dude,
you
I
thought
have been
about
putting
painting
that
it.
off for so long because my grandparents, they did their best, or my grandpa, they did their best to, you know, get it done
Right.
before, you know, I'd got it, and I was like, "Don't even worry about it, you know, I'll get it done." I've just been putting it off for so long.
Because I
You
think
know?
what Randy's talking about is like the outside of it is kind of like sunburnt, like
Yeah, no,
sun-kissed. You can see like the like wavy
Oh,
cracks
so
in it a
that's
little
just the
bit.
primer,
Yeah,
no
that's just the
paint?
primer. It was
Yeah.
it was rattle can primer, so you know you can't really do much with
Ooh,
that.
yeah.
You know, but yeah, no, that truck needs some love, and I plan on doing that once I get a better job.
It is pretty nice.
I was gonna look at the mic and be like, "Oh, our mic's been muted this whole time," but I know either to be like, "You what?"
I've been checking this out.
Yeah, I know. He's been watching the whole thing.
But yeah.
Oh yeah, what's the timestamp?
Yeah, where we at now?
Hour and 23.
Yeah,
We got 7 more
that's it.
minutes, baby.
7 more. All right,
Dude,
let's roll with it.
When you guys were talking about
Wow,
like those people, like the privileged people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes I went like a little psychotic with it, where it's like I would just see someone like on a cruise on their story, and I was like, I want to fucking kill you, dude. You're taking-
Oh yeah.
yeah, I was like, you're on a cruise? Are you serious? I'm at my
Like
house.
literally, it's like
Actually, a
the
lot of like poorer people go on cruises.
Really?
cruises really aren't like that expensive per se.
Just
They
depends on
are.
where
I mean,
you're going.
People are well
Yeah.
off, but
They
they're
went
not
to
as
the
rich
Bahamas,
as you
man.
think.
Yeah, no.
It was like
it's-
a.
You don't know
our cybersecurity teacher went on a cruise for their wedding or whatever.
Mhm.
So I mean that's.
And I'm sure she's
And
no
plus, like I said,
millionaire.
cruises
Love
are
her,
not
but
that
like,
expensive because they're scheduled throughout the year and you can pay on it throughout the year.
Oh.
You know,
yeah.
don't get me wrong. I don't know what the ticket prices
But if
are
it's like
now,
some
but,
young kids who don't have any show of parents or anything,
No, that's-
yeah, they're probably rich, like a Far Cry 3.
yeah.
That's what happened.
That's like my one like pet peeve with social media. Like I like all of our
Like,
friends,
shut
but
up.
like when I see them like posting like pictures of their like lower half like at like a beach like looking out of the ocean, like yeah that's cool, but like I never do stuff like that. And like when I get home, people are like, how are the beach? And I'm like, it's good, because that's all I want to say,
Yeah.
really, because I don't want to be like, oh, you want to see these cool pictures I took?
Literally,
Like,
the only pictures on my Instagram is of my truck that I pay for.
I mean that's probably just a guy thing, because you know
Yeah.
the people who take those pictures are
Well,
usually women.
Yeah, I know, but like I'm just saying, like all these kids with like the new like 2019 cars and stuff, they post it, and I'm like, you don't pay for that. I pay for mine. You know.
Yeah.
I'm paying for mine.
Yeah, Ethan's paying for his. I'm
Yeah.
sure.
And it don't
you
even
know.
fucking run.
Yeah, like
Oh my god.
God damn.
Yeah, just entitlement in general. Like ever since people started like the whole Karen thing,
not
it's
just
really
white
come to
people,
light.
though.
Oh
Like,
no,
people
it's
would like
not.
to claim-
Well, then I have a
think
story
they
to
always say,
tell.
like, rich white girls.
Yeah,
Rich-
which I mean
yeah.
it can
No, that
be
is
most of
White
the time.
people are rich
But
white girls,
I was
so,
when I was
Young
in
girls.
Louisiana.
Yeah.
Stop me if I've told this story before. It's not like the
Tell me
homeless
if I've heard
thing. Yeah, stop me if you've had this one before. But God, why'd you have to say that? We were walking down. I was in Louisiana with my grandmother. We were walking down the French Quarter, and there was this. I've told Ethan the story because I called him like an hour after it happened. I don't know if I told it on the podcast
Yeah,
no, you
about.
because it's
There was
risky.
this woman might have been a trainee. I don't know. It was like you could not tell what it was. Very tall, colorful hair, like might as well been a rainbow. And it was a black person. And they were like slow walking, talking to the person next to them, walking very like
I thought you said they were white.
crooked. No, it was a black. No, it was a
Oh.
black person. They were walking like kind of like weird, like very like hip walking, which is why I could not tell if it was a man or a woman from how it talked. And my grandmother was like, yeah, no, we want to get like through the French Quarter as fast as possible because there's some shady stuff down here. So of course we're power walking it, and these two are just taking up the street, being like, oh, look at this nice picture on Instagram. They'd be like, oh, that's funny. Let's take a picture right now, like while walking down the street. So like my grandmother just went right past her, and I went like right behind her, and I heard that person just go, ah, those crackers don't even know how to say excuse me anymore, or something like it was something like that. Like don't even know how to say excuse me, and like I heard it and I was like, ooh, I want to say something, but my grandmother's right here, and I love her, and like she didn't hear because like when I called up to her, I was
When
like,
you
do you hear
when
what
you saw
she's
that big fat Dumbo lady walking, did you hear her go?
Yeah, no, she was very like ooh, like kind of
Is she
big,
the
but
mattress bitch?
no.
I am the mattress bitch.
I don't understand that. Like I understand like if you're in public, you know, and you don't know somebody or something like that. But like it takes so little to just be nice
I know.
or just polite.
And
Even
yet
if
they
you're
won't do
hiding
it.
like I fucking hate you behind your face, you know, it's so easy just
And
to be nice.
one thing that I could not stand about Louisiana, if you're like walking like around here and like you almost run into somebody, you're like, oh, excuse me. They're like, oh no, it's fine, I'm sorry. But like
When
when
you
you
pickpocket.
yeah, but like in Louisiana, like I rounded a corner like a Walmart, almost ran straight into somebody. I was like, oh, excuse me, and then they just looked at me like with just the most like dead, just blank,
Yeah.
like I could strangle you with my bare hands, say nothing. And there were so many times I was like, I'm gonna test that every time I go out into
People are
public.
just stupid hard asses.
Kept-
Like you're in a Walmart.
It's
bro.
so
You're not in
easy
a
either to
third
just
world
keep your mouth
country
shut or
fighting
be
for your
nice.
life. You're in a
Yeah.
Walmart in
And
the city.
like I know some they're probably like tired, not enjoying their job, so they want to go with the keep their mouth shut
Yeah.
option. But like their face that goes along with it too, like a smile could just be like okay, he got that I was like
I respect
actually
that.
saying excuse me. But the people who when you're like, oh, excuse me, and they're like and they look at you and just scoff. It's like, what? Why?
Yeah.
Like I'm genuinely like sorry that I almost ran
Yeah,
into you
no.
and stuff.
Like one day I was at work and we were rushing to get a truck done, and I had almost taken out this elderly fella. I was close. Like I was close to taking him out with like a cart full of stuff, and like I sat there, like I hit his buggy, and like. I was like, oh my God, are you okay? Are you okay? And he's like, yeah, man, I'm cool. Just watch out next time. I might have to beat your ass. And he had his shoulder, and like he was joking. I
They're
was like,
funny like that.
yeah. So I laughed. I was like, yeah, I'm joking. He was like, I'm joking with you. I was like, yeah, okay.
Yeah, I think
my dad would say.
my instinct, like as soon as like if someone's mean, like I'll always be nice to them. Like like my instinct is that. But then like after it'll be like 10 hours.
You'll be like.
Yeah, 10 hours.
You're sitting and snoozing.
Yeah, 10 hours
like
of
metal
brutal punishment in my head of like what I could have done or said to them.
Yeah.
Dude, that's what Xbox has trained me for. Like, where we started playing For Honor again recently, For Honor people are a different breed of, like, fuming with hatred and toxicity. You will get either one of two messages at least every round. It's either the "you're trash," it's like either the "you're trash" or it's the "hey, I love your cosmetic." It's never that. I'm usually the guy that messages people and I'm like, your outfit, like, I dig it. Like, you put a lot of steel into that character and it looks great. But I will get messages from people who are like, oh my God, you're so trash. And I'm like, oh, I'm sorry, man. What'd you not like? And they'd be like, trash light spammer. Oh my God, get better. And I'm like, okay, I'll throw in some more heavy combos every now and then. Like, I'll literally type that back to them.
That's so hard to go against, too.
And then they'll be like, doesn't matter. You'll still always be bad. And I was like, well, I could spend a few hours in the training, like, match. Like, I'll say that back to them. And they're like, no, you should just really uninstall. And I was like, well, I like For Honor. And I put a lot of time into it. Like, I don't want to do that. Nice to them, and, like, don't give up. They'll give up immediately because they want you to say something and be like, you're reported.
They want
to...
Oh, I wish I could pull it up, but I know the app won't work fast enough.
Yeah.
There was a guy that I was talking to, new character came out, and he was playing him. And of course I bodied him because I've had so much experience now fighting him because everybody wanted to play him. And I got like messages just being like, you're bad. Like just a basic, you're bad. And I was like, oh, I'm sorry. I really need to improve with that. And so I messaged him back and I was like, but you did pretty good as like one of the highest rep Kyoshins I've ever seen. And he just replied with, you're bad again. So I just pretended like we were having a conversation that he wasn't just saying you're bad over and over again. And I was like, is Kyoshin any fun? I've been thinking about playing him. He's like, you're bad. And I was like, really? He looks really strong. Like he doesn't look that bad. Yeah. And he was just like uninstall the game. And I was like, but like his unblockable is like really slow and easy to parry. And he was just like, you're bad. And I was like, thanks for the advice, man. I should probably pick up Kyoshin next time.
Since it's been so easy, especially for you to play him.
Dude, I remember in Overwatch, because in Overwatch you would never be mad at the enemy team.
Yeah.
You'd always be mad at your team.
Yes.
Yeah, because it's a 6v6 and it's like you can't do it yourself.
Yep.
And that was like the most toxic I've ever been in my entire life. And
was playing Overwatch?
Yeah, and I remember like every game, if someone like did something I wouldn't like, I would message them and I'd like be the most hateful person on the planet. But like if they ever said like, "Oh, I'm sorry," I'll be like, "Oh, I'm sorry."
Yeah, I know.
I feel bad, man.
Yeah, I was like, I didn't mean it. Like, I'll take care of you.
I don't think I've ever like.
Here, baby.
Is that why you're a mercy mate?
There were other versus
Dude, oh my gosh, I remember like going back to Overwatch. I played like one competitive match, and there was this Mercy. She sounded so hot, and she was the only one talking. So I like put in my headset, and she was like,
"Hey, babe."
Yeah. Dude, she was like the ultimate like pep talker. She's like, guys, I know like new competitive season just started. These are probably all placement matches for you guys, but like we're gonna give it our all. We're gonna try our best. Then I was like, dude, you're pumping me up right now, bro. Like we're gonna win this for sure. And she's like, yeah, we are.
Man.
And then I was like, dude, I'll see you, man. And she's like, okay, see you later.
I love just meeting nice people on Xbox, like, you know.
Yeah.
Because like
you do like as much as you want to just be like everybody's toxic. You do meet the
me
nice
and Chase
people.
played The Forest one time.
Oh god.
We need to play it again.
Let's play on the context sensitive.
But like me and him played and just some random dude joined. And that's exactly the same time Chase's internet went out and he's like, what happened to him? Which was like so nice. And
we were played. Just we were like,
he added me as a friend and I was
dude,
like,
I don't even know how long we were playing for, like 2 hours or something. And then finally
we were getting anywhere.
Yeah, we decided to like build a house. We were in caves for like the longest time ever. It was a horror show, bro. But we were like building a house. And like we're just talking, and we just see like a man run out of the woods, and we're like, who is that? And he just started like looking at us, walking around, like looking at our place. Right, he killed me. It was the funniest thing ever.
God, that's like when me and Ethan play VR chat. We haven't done it forever, and I really want to get back to it with him. But like every now and then,
He's cracked it for now.
since we use like a virtual desktop to like mirror the Steam version because it's a way better experience, but we want to actually use our Oculuses, but it's a Quest. It works like really well, but it does crash sometimes because it's like you're practically just like streaming it to the device, which is really weird to think about.
But it's pretty seamless.
But yeah, no, it works great, but like we'll crash. And like I remember one time Ethan crashed because I looked over at him and I was like, you gonna go to a different server? And he was just standing there. I was like, Ethan, and he just disappeared. I'd be like, damn it, and I just sit there and like wait for him because he's gonna join back. And I remember one guy walked over to me. He's like, why are you standing over here by yourself? I was like, waiting on my friend to get back. And he's like, really? I was like, yeah. And he's like, you just stand there? I was like, yes. He's like, huh? I was like, what do you mean? And he just like walked away. And I was like, what do you mean would I just stand there? Like, of course I'm going to wait for Ian to get back. I'm going to be like, well, now that my friend's gone, new friends, like, walk off to, like, it's just so weird. He's like, why are you standing there by yourself? People in VR chat are weird like that.
They really are, dude. Like, I don't know how much.
I'd love for all four of us to be able to play that together.
Dude, I want all four. We should do, like, a live stream of us playing VR.
God, it would be
It's
so
just
funny.
me Fortnite dancing the entire time.
Yeah. God, yeah, no.
I
Man, now I really want to play VR chat with you.
know, I've been wanting to
We
play
really
with you
do
forever.
need to.
'Cause the
It's
last
so
time
much
I
fun.
had- Dude,
How
someone
about
like
we do that?
someone like came up to me while I was talking to someone and said nobody cares. I was like, why did you do it to me?
Yeah, no, people do that all the time, and like my answer is just like it's the internet, dude. You're really gonna act like a hard ass over the internet?
Because I was like, I don't know, I was just walking around. He was just trying to have a heart. Like, what's going on, Chad?
It's literally just like
Yeah,
that's
if you ever wanna
that kind of
play-
reminds me of like you talking about hard ass people on the internet is like those Discord.
Internet tough guys.
Yeah, the internet
Yeah.
tough guys are like the ones that like think like their girlfriend. Their
Are you
internet
talking about the
girlfriend.
dude back off one that was, and the dude just
I've
started
seen that. Yeah,
cracking up?
I'm talking about like the people who like have like internet girlfriends or girlfriends and like
Or your girlfriend goes to another school.
and
like,
yeah, like stuff like that.
Not
or,
calling
like,
anyone
my
out,
girlfriend's
but
from
technically-
Canada or something like that.
that.
But like they act so hard. They're like, you touched my sussy bucka, like.
Oh God.
Yo,
No, that's
valid.
God. No, I remember.
The thing is, you have to play as a group because everyone else will.
Yes, they will gang up on you if you're not.
Trample over you, dude.
I remember I did actually play VR chat for a while, like by myself, because I just like go in there and like talk to people. But I remember one time I went in there by myself. It was like early in the morning, so I didn't want to talk like all that much because I was like head empty, no thoughts, play VR chat, and like I came across this dude who was singing in like the bathrooms, and people do that all the time. So I was just sitting there listening to him, but he was actually doing like a really good job, even though I'd never heard the songs. He was. He's doing a really good job. And so I was just sitting there listening to him, and people would come in and be like, there's always that one dude in the bathroom. I almost said the N-word. There's always that one dude in the bathroom who's always singing in front of the mirrors. And the guy would just turn around and be like, hey, man, it's just what I do. Kind of like getting it out there, you know? Like, really, like, sweet. And they'd be like, well, it sucks. Like, stop. And he's like, and he'd just be like, if you want me to go to a different server, like, I can. He's like, it's not that big of a deal. And he'd just be like, whatever. And they'd walk out. And, like, you literally, like, he would kill people with kindness. With that, like, they would stop. They'd walk in there and they'd be like, la, 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 like, over top of him singing. And he'd be singing and you could hear him be like, like, mid-singing. And I was like, this dude is hilarious. Then my VR chat crashed.
Oh.
And I was like, no, I didn't even get to friend that guy. Because, like, he'd, like, look over at me, like, while he was singing. He'd just, like, look at me. And he'd just give, like, a thumbs up and, like, keep singing. Because I stood there, like, the whole time listening to him. I was like, no, my VR chat crashed. So I came back on. As weird as this may sound, because as a dude, I don't know. I kept, like, jumping between each iteration of those servers. And I joined like 20 of them and I was like, I'm never going to find this dude again. And I was like literally like sitting in like the black cat room. So I'm like sitting at like the fake bar. And I was like, what was his name? What did it start with? Is there like a recent players list? And I was like Googling. I was like, can you find recent players like on Oculus Quest? I was like, damn, I'm never going to hear this dude again. And then I hear like very muffled, just like, no, 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 like walking away. And I turn around and I see him walking towards the bathroom. I sprint in there without saying anything. And he's like singing a song. And he turns around, he sees me, he goes, oh my God. And like, he was like, I can't believe you found me. Like he started freaking out. And it was weirdly wholesome because he gave me like a fake like VR chat hug. But he's like, oh my God, that's awful. And he's like, dude, before I forget, like friend request real quick. It was so sweet.
You had me in the first half. Like I was like, oh, it's cringy. People who do that.
But
like,
no, he was
like,
really.
You go on VChart, Virgin. You go on.
Whoa!
You go on VR chat. You just sit by yourself. that's kind of not what you do.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, the whole point. Well,
Yeah.
the whole point of the game was to.
Well,
And I'm sure he
No.
wanted an audience,
My
but
biggest pet peeve of VR chat are people who are just fucking each other in the corners of that.
Oh God, please
the
don't.
couples that are like that.
Yeah.
Ethan, we're,
My e-girlfriend from Canada.
Ethan and I were in
They're
this.
like, dude, stop. Like,
Ethan and I were in this
Nuzzle
one
you,
server,
woo-woo.
and Ethan was like talking to like a completely different guy. And I remember looking over, and there was a couple standing next to each other, like right next to each other, and they'd like occasionally like turn to each other and like say something, and you'd hear like the girls just be like, yeah, like really quietly, but they weren't being like cringy, like, let's make out in VR chat in
that's
this
so
corner.
crazy if they do that. Like,
'Cause-
why are you, that's so weird.
Because it's like, why are you in VR chat if you just want to spend time together?
Or just
Like, I
host
get
a-
that if you're like
host,
far apart, just be by yourselves, you know. But what I,
yeah, just host a private world.
right, that's what I'm saying. But
Like,
what I
that's-
thought was cute was like I looked over and I looked at him and I was like, oh, they're both wearing Genshin Impact skins. And like I remember I looked at him and I was like, is that who you main? And the dude was like, yeah. And the girl was like, I don't know what this game is, but he plays it all the time. And I was like, that's
so
adorable.
sweet, yeah.
That he was like, oh, come to the server. You got to use this skin. Like this is totally you, because I bet that's what it was.
You look just like her.
Yeah, I know. And I'd look over, and he would just be like looking down at her, and she'd be like staring straight forward. And I see her model just like look up at him and like look away really quick because he's just been looking at her the whole time. I was like, that's sweet, but it's kind of weird.
Who was I talking to?
I forgot who it was. I think that was the same server, the dude who was like going ham on guitar.
Oh,
Because
dude,
I remember
that was
like
so
I'd turn
cool.
around, they were standing by the steps. They were just standing next to each other, like fake holding hands.
Almost
and stuff like that.
belittling me in front of him too, because like I was
Oh,
asking him
yeah.
to play songs, like he was like, nobody knows what that song is.
That's not what I said.
You did.
Ethan was
You
like,
did
can you
say
play
that.
Buttfucker 9000? And I was like, Ethan, you know the weirdest songs, dude. I forgot.
First off, Buttfucker 9000 was the best song.
What was the song that you asked him to play?
I asked you to play Flirting with Disaster, and you act like that's not a real song.
Oh yeah, I was flirting with disaster. I was like, Ethan. no,
That's
no,
not
no,
a
no.
real song.
It's not.
I mean, I knew it was, but I just love fucking with Ethan like that.
Oh my God.
But
Yeah, no, I think it's getting to the point where we kind of need to.
I don't think
Yeah, we need to wrap things up a little bit.
Yeah, how
wrap
is
this
it?
shit up.
One,
Yeah, what are we
I'm
at
guessing
now?
136.
Oh
I'm gonna say
God, no.
140.
Oh no,
150.
we're at like 150. We have to
Right,
be.
really?
141.
141.
Yeah.
So we're not
That's
too
fair.
far.
That's
over. That's
fair.
not bad. But
That's
yeah,
fair.
no.
Yeah, no.
We should probably be wrapping this up.
Ethan, wrap it up, Bubba.
This has been the Context Sensitive Podcast.
Oh, I didn't. think we were actually-
What?
We're doing like an actual outro.
What? We're doing it.
Were we?
Well, no, it's. I have.
Yeah, we're not done yet. We're
We
about
still
to-
got.
We have
one go.
Oh,
Naruto.
Use promo code.
My favorite Akatsuki member.
All right, real quick, soccer versus moderate. Let's get Swag Kage. Get in here. I'm doing this discussion right now.
Oh goodness.
You don't know what you're dealing with.
This is the power of a god.
Saran wrap with this.
Yeah, we gotta wrap it up here.
This has been a everybody. Wants
We all have to say this.
This
has been the Context Sensitive Podcast. Wow, Ethan, you get to say it. No, don't
you
say it
kinda
again.
look like a half.
No.
Cut it. Cut the sound now.
No, one more time. I decide when this ends.
No. I
This-
didn't even get to
this
do
is-
my funny. Just be like, bro, you're being so context sensitive right
Did,
now.
I was saying it the whole time. I was like, someone better act.
waiting on it.
I really
waiting
was
on
too.
it.
Someone better act kooky real quick.
Yeah. God.
1, 2, 3.
This
This
has
has been the Context
Sensitive
Sensitive.
I don't
Dumb!
do things more than once, okay? It's against my moral code.
What are you, cringe?
All right, fine. No, we'll do it.
Get Jennifer
All right,
in here.
all right. All right. 1, 2, 3. This has been the Context Sensitive Podcast. Thank you all for joining.
Have a beautiful day.
I love you.
I love every single three of you.
Yeah. Bye, Harley and Gavin.
Bye, Chase. Future Chase.
Someone say the
I should
N-word.
just screw.
Hey, yo, Ethan, censor that.
Censor it all.
Wait, did you cut it?